Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Hello, my name's Hydra. Your players and your viewers as well. And we've got a GM here. Watch the recap by Mr. Matt for a recap of last session because it's a lot quicker than me talking you through everything that happened. And everything's awesome. Let's go. Over to you, Eurus.
Oh, hello. I forgot to do a thing. But never mind.
I'm sorry, is there a comment in the map?
Where is that?
Like, just southwest of us?
No, there's not.
Oh, good.
If you tilt your head 45 degrees to the left, it looks like the ocean is a T-Rex with a tiny little arm that's about to eat us, or is in the process of eating us. I'm just saying.
Yes. Last time we left the session with Cletus in the bordello, Hillwise going off to see a dwarf engineer, and Gurg doing what ogres do. And we will start this session in a evening town. It is dark already, as it gets darker more quickly when you're at the equator. And enter a fellow in a hat. That is a smuggler by profession. And he is walking in one of the back streets at the docks. I wonder what his mood is and what he's thinking. Biprecht, over to you.
The one thing I will never be able to get used to is the rain. And he takes his hat and shakes it out into the street and puts it back on. And he finds himself wondering just why he agreed to transport a bunch of predatory man-eating birds at night. But the money sounded really good. And let's face it, you can't build a business without making some money. But he needs to find his, I hesitate to use the word contact, the gentleman at the brothel. You'll need to speak with Cletus. After all, the boat is ready, but not sure where the birds are.
You are guided towards one of the more notorious high-end brothels, just short ways from the beached whale, where Cletus is supposed to be.
Big spender. Yes, it could be good. Could be terrible. Do I notice if there seems to be anything off about the rhythm of the town, or is everything kind of as I've grown to expect it?
Everything is normal. I mean, this is a town that almost never sleeps. It will be somewhat less busy in the middle of the night, but it's not the middle of the night yet. It's just evening. It is raining.
Again.
You make your way inside, and when asking around, you are directed towards a corner with a curtain in front of it.
I'll make my way inside
and
take a listen for a moment before I open the curtain.
Just a sec, so that everyone is here. You hear the sound of, how do I say this? Post-coitus? A relaxing... Somebody seems to be relaxing in a tub or something.
I will pull a Clint Eastwood, walk right up and pull the curtains aside, and look at the subjects.
Cletus,
He's time
Somebody-
for business.
somebody pulls a curtain aside.
Whoa, I didn't order any dudes. Oh, gross. Oh, hey,
Different
buddy.
kind of business.
Hey, this is that guy I was telling you about. We're gonna be rich. To every one of those buxom ladies in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna have loads of gold soon. Oh,
He gets ahead of himself. Possibly we'll lose his head. Carry on, ladies.
yeah, that's right. Carry on. I'll just lean back a little bit.
I ponder the fact that literally now everybody is probably going to be wondering what he's going to do to get rich, and now knows that I'm involved.
Is
This,
it?
I think, perhaps is unacceptable.
Is it dark?
These are professional ladies. They seem to not notice and just continue stroking your hair and washing your back.
Does he look uptight?
Do I look uptight?
Yeah, do you look uptight?
Not even remotely.
Okay.
I'm more like, who are they going to tell about what we're up to? Maybe a little bit like that, but not like
But
the
not
scene
like-
itself does not
I'm-
faze me.
Is it time for us to go and do our little biggie?
Sun waits for no man,
Oh,
unless it's Exnack.
it's a weird sound. It's like a... Yeah. Okay, just give me like 5 more minutes with the wet celery, and then I'll be right there.
I wait with bated breath.
There is a stage with somewhat of a show, so you can entertain yourself.
Do I recognize anyone in here, or anyone that's
I don't know,
As
how
has
often do you
crossed
come in here?
I probably have come in here before, but I am poor and am aware of that.
There are the usual people here, the notorious stripper addicts and the lowlifes, and there's some gambling and things you'd expect in a house of ill repute. Probably some people you know, but
See if I can. If available, I may strike up a conversation with one or two of the ladies if they look at loose ends, while I'm waiting for Mr. Wet Celery to get himself together.
well, they look you up and down, and
Unfortunately, I look my income bracket.
yeah, they notice that. So these ladies turn their head to the wind, how you say.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I know my place in the world.
Okay. I'm assuming you're just waiting for Cletus to finish.
Yeah, I think I'm waiting for him to finish up, but I
Okay.
may start becoming slightly impatient because we're on nature's clock, so to speak.
Yep. Then I think it will be a good opportunity to visit the adventures, or maybe the misadventures that is to be decided, of a certain halfling by the name of Krillwise. And we will fade the brothel sounds to the back and enter the town sounds. And it is still raining. And Krillwise, you were heading towards the dwarf quarter. It is nightfall, well, dark, and the thing you notice is that everything at the dwarf quarter is made of stone, which is what you're used to when it comes to dwarf, but this is all pretty dark stone, and where normally the dwarf structures and buildings you've seen are all embellished with metals and maybe even precious metals. These are somewhat dreary and dark. But they're clearly dwarven.
Huh. Okay. Well, this is a bit this is a bit strange, but okay. So do I see a place that looks like it would be an engineering workshop?
Um, well, if you wander about, everything looks a bit the same here, but surely there's a somewhat bigger building. It has a chimney,
That'll do.
a large chimney, and there seems to be some ding ding striking and anvil sounds coming from there.
I will follow the anvil sounds because that's usually a good place to start.
Usually it is. And it brings you indeed to a well lit interior. If I can find, oh, there it is. And now I just have to bring the rest to it because otherwise they won't be able to see. There's a urge.
Well, this certainly is more like it. Absolutely. This is great.
And you walk into well, basically a blacksmith shop sort of type thingy. Doesn't appear to be anybody around. The clanging metalworking sounds come from somewhere room behind.
Okay. Hello. And is there anybody around? Just as I sort of just start walking in a little bit.
Mm-hmm. The metalworking sounds stop, and a dwarf appears. If I can get him to appear, there you go. Yeah, big, strong, well, big for a dwarf, strong fellow.
Is that actually how he looks with all that armor on?
Yeah,
Great.
lots of geared up stuff and an Oculus kind of thing in front of his eye. Guten Abend, ja? Wie ist da? Who is it?
Hello, my name is Curlwise Powderbottom. I was wondering if I could maybe maybe able to trade some of my I'm an engineer by trade, and I was hoping I could maybe get some time in your forge to modify some things for some of my friends. But I would be more than happy to pay for the time, or maybe pay in services or something. If you got anything that needs fixing, that's a little bit more of the finesse kind of thing.
Ah, aber natürlich, yes, halfling engineer. Well, I guess if you live long enough. Well, yes, well, this is my shop. Of course, you can, well, I don't know exactly what you want to do, but my forge is at your disposal. If you want to learn something, I'm always in need of assistance. The matter of fact is that I am building a particular thing, and it quite needs testing. So, actually, you've come at the right time.
A thing that needs testing. What is it?
Well, I think it is a particularly useful device here. It is a steamboat, especially designed to go on the rivers.
A steamboat designed to go on the river. I thought that might be possible, but I would have thought that the weight of the engine would make it sink.
Yeah, that is the peculiarity of this design. It's the typical design. Well, I won't bother you with the details, but he looks you from toe to top, and maybe you'll do. Yes. Tell me, what is your skills with metalworking?
I'm fairly good at it. I studied in the college, the engineering colleges of Null, with many human and other dwarves. So I've been to a few Carracks as well. A couple of those were under Goblin Siege at the time, which is certainly interesting. But that's not the point. But I have done some metal work as part of my my training and my studies.
Good. And how are you with how you say the carpentry?
I mean, carpentry again. I haven't done a lot of it. I think that would be my weaker of the would be my weaker of the subjects. But I did just manage to put together something out of nothing out in the jungle, so that we could bring back a lot of stuff. Made that out of 2 wheelbarrows and lots of rope and other boards and nails, and yeah, it worked out pretty well.
Forgive me, I just have to pick up something. If you move out of the way a bit, thank you. So not everybody can see my beautiful armor.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
I did notice your armor. It's quite impressive, actually. I was worried that I wasn't actually in a dwarf. I wasn't in a dwarven district, because the all the symbols and like the ornate materials weren't being displayed. I thought I walked into some place that wasn't quite right. But looking at you, obviously you are a dwarf, and you have some incredible armor and a nice Oculus scope
Yes.
there.
It helps with my particular other workings. I'm a particular type of smith, you see. Well, as for, well, we are dwarves, and here we do things a little bit different. We are not so very strict, as you say, in the old world. In the new world here, well, we are more liberal with certain things, you know? But,
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got to do their own thing, haven't they?
yes, but enough about that. I mean, before I can trust you with any of my more, how you say, useful and precious designs, I will need some proof of your skill. So maybe you have an idea?
Yeah, I need to. I've brought along my friend's helmet, and I plan to modify it. I think he got his jaw broken by an orc, so I'm going to modify it so he's able to eat still, without any pain.
Let me see that. It's rather large.
Yeah, his name is Gerg.
Gerg. What a peculiar name.
Not really for an ogre.
My name is Adelbrecht, by the way.
Sorry, Adam Black was that.
Adelbrecht.
Great.
Yes.
Thank you very well. I appreciate you lending me your forge, Mr. Avelbrack. My plan is to modify this helmet into effectively an iron jaw, and then have him wear it so he can eat, so he doesn't starve.
Very well. I think that is possible. He hands you back the helmet. Yes. Well, if you need anything, there are my tools.
I mean, I brought my own tools. Thank you very much for offering, but
very good. Let me take a look at those. Oh.
I just roll out my tools on like a nearby ledge or table.
They are very well kept.
Thank you very much.
It is good, seeing as where we are here in the jungle. So, very well. You may continue.
Thank you. Great. So, go to getting to work, working on this helmet.
Yep. I think you need to roll some stuff for that.
Go on then. What do you want?
What do you think? What are you doing?
Well, I am modifying so I have obviously trade engineer.
Yep.
So I'm basically, cutting, bending, maybe putting it in the fire to make it malleable again. To do more fine sort of stuff.
It is a very well outfitted shop. And how long will you take with this? I mean, will you just do it quickly?
I will take my time, and I will, even if I miss out on the next bit, like the smuggling bit, like this is because it means so much to Curly to get this right for Gerg, because otherwise, Gerg's going to run into some problems. So, he wants to spend the time, make sure it is 100% perfect.
Yes.
He's going to be very meticulous over this one.
Yep. There is a dwarf there who is looking over your shoulder, very, meticulously watching your every move. So I think you will need to roll a average willpower just to see how well you cope with the onlooker. Ooh, very good. Very good. Okay. In that case, it is a average engineering test. Oh, very good.
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
so basically, what I've done is this the only test I'm doing for this, by the way?
Yeah, well,
Have I basically crafted it basically? Is what I'm asking.
Well,
Or is there
you've
going to be
created
further?
an iron jaw from a pot, and it's not very difficult. So.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, it is an iron jaw that you would expect like an orc from 40k to wear.
Okay, cool.
So that kind of thing. But it also has a cigar holder on the side
Hmm.
for Greg's cigar when he's not smoking it.
Very well made. Might I ask, what is this hole for?
That's for Greg's cigar. He likes to smoke. Well, and he seems to like
Oh.
smoking with a helmet on, which is ridiculous. So I built this cigar holder effectively for him, so that he doesn't even have to take it out if he doesn't want to.
Oh, very well, very well. How thoughtful, very nicely made. It looks a bit, crude. Maybe, not certainly something I would expect from a halfling such as yours. But then, considering whom it's for, you said your friend was rather large. Or...
I didn't want it to look too too flashy, because if I did that, his friends might make fun of him if it was too noticeable.
Right. I might say you do have very nimble hands, very small. Yes.
It
Well,
comes with
gonna be
being a
quite
halfling,
handy.
sir.
Yes. Right.
Is there anything that thank you so much for letting me use your forge. Is there anything I can do for you, like if there's any fine work you need doing?
Not right today, but why don't you? Well,
I mean, I can come back another day, and if you have anything, I'll more than happily I'll more than be happy to help you.
well, if you come back tomorrow, maybe the day after, the steam river boat will be ready, but it will be difficult to manage by yourself. I mean,
I have other friends. Like I'm sure they might
good, yeah.
they might help. I'd have to ask them, obviously, because
Oh, I will pay, of course.
Oh,
But,
okay. They'll please clean us.
You will have to manage by yourself, because I have a peculiar condition, and I cannot. I do not wish to go near water because, I cannot swim anymore with it. But
That's okay. I'm sure that we can. I'm sure that we can help you out with this boat.
yes.
I will talk to my friends and see if they'd be willing to test your invention. I think it's going to be an excellent opportunity to see the advancements that can be made on the frontier, and it's just great to see.
Very well. I will see you when you after the time. Now I must go back to my work. Roll me a perception test as this dude walks back to the back. And yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
has-
shit later.
This is not a dwarf of a type you've ever seen before. He's somewhat more swarthy. And he has a distinct clunky walk. Almost as if he's got lead in his shoes or something. Or something wrong with his feet.
I hate to. Excuse me. I know you're trying to return to your work, but I just have to ask. Are you missing a foot?
What? No. Oh, very perceptive of you.
Did something
Maybe
get
one
you?
day I will show you. For now, I will.
I'd love to
Did you
hear the
put-
story behind that another day, of course. Thank you.
Yeah, guten Abend. And yeah, he goes back to his work and expects you to leave his shop. The door is open. I mean, he's just in business, so to speak. So
Yeah, I was going to think about modifying my gun, but I've outstayed my welcome, so I'm going to leave because he asked me to leave.
yep.
Yeah, I'll modify my gun another day.
Well,
Thank you. Thank you for. Oh,
you could stay. I mean, he didn't say you have to leave. He just said he'll see you when
oh, see
you're
me
ready
when I
to
return.
test the boat. Yeah.
Okay, then I will modify my gun.
Well, you'll go right ahead if you want to use anything in the shop.
Thank you so much. I'm just going to stick around and do one more thing, and then I'll leave you to it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Don't break anything.
I hope not to.
What do you plan to do with your pistol?
With my pistol, I am going to effectively make a rifled barrel, turn it into a rifle. To basically extend the barrel effectively by making a barrel.
How much time do you want to put into this? I mean, I think making an iron jaw of a pot will maybe have taken you 1 hour. And I think Cletus will have been in the brothel for about 3 hours. Cletus?
Okay, so if I take an hour to modify the gun, I still have another hour to meet with the guys. I can still make it for the shenanigans. Would you say that's?
Let's see. So well, it's certainly doable. I mean, materials are at hand. It is a rather particular thing. So I think you will need to roll 2 tests of challenging. One, a trade engineer to see if you can basically make it, but also a arranged engineering to see if you can make it so your gun will still fire safely.
Right, so that was the trade engineer.
Yep. It's not really beautiful, but it does the job.
That's kind of the point.
Yep.
Oh, Christ.
And, you think it will be safe. I mean, yeah, maybe if you really, come back and take a whole day fixing it up, but it'll do for now.
Yeah, so it will. So yeah, it'll do for now. I'll make it better. I'll make it better another time.
Yeah, there might be something happening when you fire the gun for the first time, but we'll see.
Wonderful.
We'll see.
So now it's effectively a halfling rifle.
And
it's probably going to blow up on first use.
with that, we will turn again back to this the overview of the town. Oh, that's the wrong one. It is still nighttime. There we go. And we will see what the ogre is doing.
Sorry, just before we switch over, Joris. So what was that guy's name again? Sorry.
Adalbrecht.
Adalbrecht.
I'll write it down.
I've just done something. There we go.
There you go.
This ogre has very good night vision because it looks like daylight to him. Or am I just on the wrong map?
No, I have to.
Oh, I can just change it myself.
I changed it, but you're still in the night time. So
I've dragged myself.
Pull to scene.
I'm in.
Scene. And pull to scene. So.
I've gone blind.
I'm seeing a bunch of different tokens. City colors. I don't know that.
Agreed.
Stupid. Pull to scene. Pull to scene. Oh. Doesn't really matter. Pull to scene. There you go. Is everybody seeing the map?
Yes, indeed.
Okie dokie.
Yep.
And There you go. And Gerg is I don't know where is Gerg? What is he doing?
Well, Dirk's been wandering around thinking to himself. He says, well, Curly's doing something, Cletus is doing something. I guess I better find something to do too. Well, Curly said I should go talk to the ogres, and I'm an ogre. So he's probably right. I'm gonna go talk to the ogres.
Okie doke. I did a thing. Just give me a second. You meet you go to the ogre camp, and there is someone you've met before at the entrance. Oh, I missed my thing. It is, where is he? There is he. Hello, hello. It's a little runt again. It is Fred, the night watchman, or night, how you say it.
Howdy, Fred.
How are you doing, matey? Was it Gert? Was it?
Yep, Gerg Rockgut.
Hmm.
Just coming back from the jungle.
Yeah, you look it, mate. You look a bit weird. Weirded out.
Yeah, we got in a fight with some greenskins. It was a mighty good time though. One of them cracked me good upside the jaw, but I ate him in the end, and all his little goblin buddies too.
I was gonna say, hope to taste good.
Oh, you know greenskin, it's the best.
Yeah, delicious and scrumptious they are.
Yeah, they sure are. Tough as nails though, them greenskins.
Yeah. So, what's your business here?
Well, say, I got to thinking, I met some feller there who was capturing some orcs for the pit.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as how I like to eat greenskins, I was wondering what you and perhaps the Khan, maybe the butcher, knew about that fighting pit.
Oh, fancy a lock in the fighting pit, too, yeah? Well, well, well. Looks like they all got some spirit to them, eh? And just a second. I mean, I've made all these pretty looking scenes, and a waste. Shame not to use them, so. There you go. Sure, buddy. I mean, what you want to know?
Well, pretty much everything there is to know about it, partner.
Well,
What are the stakes? Do I get to eat the people once I defeat them? The important stuff.
well, I'm not particularly sure why you want to fight in pits. I mean, you've always got a cushy job here. I mean, sure, fighting's, is good and all, and you do get to eat them, but, yeah, well, you see, the thing is, fighting's to the death, you see, so that's the first thing you need to know. And as far as I know, first fight you ever do is a mongrel fight. Now, with mongrels, it's basically your dogs, your jungle creatures, and anything that walks on four, basically, wild feral things. And if you survive that, well, then you give you a proper fight, against, it's mostly humans. So there's that, but they probably put you against two because of size difference and all. But just get money in it. I mean, yeah, Ed's done a couple of rounds in there, but I haven't done myself. I mean, yeah, sure, I like good fighting, but I mean, yeah, the night watch is just a cushy job, you know.
Well, partner, sometimes it's not about the cush of the job. Sometimes it's about the deeds themselves. And, Gerg's got this feeling inside him that, this is gonna be a good way to go. Like I said, I'm trying to get some of them, glowing rocks over at the spine, and, well, I'd like to be the Khan's champion of the arena. I feel like he maybe is gonna help
I
me out
see.
with getting to the spine if I can win some games.
You got some ambition on you, eh? All right, all right, all right. I like the sound of that. The Khan's champion, eh? Oh, I bet he likes that too. Yeah. Yeah, so what you want, mate?
Well, I'd like to speak to the Khan.
Oh, well, sure can arrange that. Don't know if he's about now. I mean, he's either eating or, well, he's mostly eating. We can arrange it. Yeah, follow me. We'll see him. And he takes you to see the Khan. Just a second. Where I fetch? Where I forgot where I put him. Hey, where the hell did I put the Ogre Khan? Oh, there we go. Let's put him there. That seems an important place. He leads you to the Khan's tent. It's fairly dark inside, and Khan is there by himself. Actually, he seems to be contemplating stuff. Make a perception, please. Oh, I should have said this was a very easy. So do you make it with a very easy? Probably, yeah.
I rolled that average.
Yeah. Oh, then you will definitely have made it. So yeah, it seems that just before you entered, somebody scooted out of there quickly, and the Khan is sitting there with a leg of some animal in his hand, absent-mindedly munching away at the flesh, stroking his chin as in thought. And Fred comes up and goes, "Why, boss?" And nods his head towards you. Got a newly arrived runt here to see you. And he pushes you forward.
Does he address me right away, or?
His head slowly turns your direction, and his eyes focus on you. Boy, speak up.
I would like to speak in Grumbar, if that's possible.
Yep, if you roll. First one is challenging. You stumble to find the words, but eventually they come out, and Fred has to help you a bit. And no, that's Rungerbor, not Rungerbor. Been a long while since you spoke Gumbarth, haven't they?
Yeah, it's been some time. I'm from the Empire over near Middenland. That's why I got a bit of a strange accent, but I'm slowly starting to pick up your accent and speaking the language of Grumbarth, the ogre people.
Yeah, good. It's coming back to you, sure it will.
Well-
What do you say to the Khan?
Well, I come to you asking for your permission.
Permission for what?
I would like to enter into the fighting pits as your champion.
Make another roll, Gumbath. This one is average.
Oh, you know what I just realized? I have a minus 30 modifier on my broken off, so.
Oh. Well, that probably will help with the Gumbath.
Okay, well, I rolled that one with the minus 30 anyway, so.
Good. Yeah, good. Roll. Mm. Yeah, he nods and nods in approval, and then he points his finger at you. You do realize what responsibilities come with being the champion of the Khan.
Well, I know one of them is that I will fight to the death, and that I will always eat my opponents. Yeah, don't worry about old Gurg. I don't even need luck.
He was more speaking about the responsibilities outside of the arena. I mean, the champion of the Khan. You have to uphold the Khan's reputation. Are you up for that?
Well, you're gonna have to educate me on that a bit, being as I'm not so familiar with this here town yet.
Roll another Gumbarth test. This is easy. Because you're getting the hang of it the longer you speak it. Well, no, this was lost on you. But Fred helps you and pushes you in the back of your knee. It says, kneel, son. When the Khan says kneel, you kneel. Do you kneel?
Do I need?
Who will bend the knee to House Targaryen?
Right? Instead of kneeling, I'm going to move my belly, drop it on the ground in front of me.
Cool. He nods in improvement and he walks up to you. Takes the leg of a hog or whatever it is and smacks you on the shoulder, smacks you on the other shoulder, and slaps you on the side of the face. Rise, Sir Gurk. You are now the champion of the Khan. Fred will elucidate your responsibilities.
Thank you, Great Khan. I will not disappoint you. However, there is just two things that I'd be needing of you.
Speak up.
Well, you see, I only got this mining pick here. Ain't much of a weapon. Does the job. Not fitting for an ogre. So the first thing is, I could use an ogre weapon.
He nods. And Fred, take him and give him what he needs. And then he waves his hand to signal to you to leave.
Well, there was just one other thing, Con. If I'm succeeding as your champion, I'd like you to help me get to the spine of Sotek. so I can eat me some of them glowing rocks.
Hey, make a perception again. Hmm. He looks approving. Brr. Brr, 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 brr. Yes. Yes, we can do that. Now leave.
I'll just kind of nod my head in approval and turn away to Fred and
Yep.
make my way out.
Come on, boy. I'll get you sorted. We've got some fine weaponry for you. Takes you to sort of a barracky looking, more sturdy looking building. And it's got all sorts of cleavers and hackers and slashy thingies an ogre would like. One of those spiky fist things and hook things and, well, whatever you fancy.
I just like to take the biggest two-handed weapon there.
And there is a huge, basically a tree trunk. It's the biggest.
All right. That
It's a
sounds perfect.
huge club.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'll take that.
Oh, old Berta, eh? Yeah. Yeah, she'll do you nicely.
Can't salt. Sorry about that. My jaw's a little bit rusty still. What I meant to say is, I ain't never come across a problem a big stick can't fix.
Exactly. Right, mate. Anything else you need?
If you see that butcher, tell her Gurg Rockgut said hello, and that he's looking forward to the next feast.
You know what? When you do make it to the pits, I'll be sure she'll be looking for you. She'll be in the audience.
I'm gonna clap him on the shoulder and
You know what, Fred? I think I can get to like you.
You all right, Runt? Nah, get going.
Carry on.
Carry on.
I'll just go wander around the town, aimlessly looking for the rest of the group.
Yep. And since you're very close to the let's see if I get the right one this time. Yep. Since you're very close to the dwarf quarter, you meet up with Girlwise pretty quickly, I'm assuming. It's up to you.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Curly is currently just humming to himself walking down the street, thinking he's on his own.
I imagine that we just run into each other without that we were about to walk into each other.
I
I'm
assume this is
admiring
quite
my
literally
big
run
stick.
into each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm admiring my brand new big stick, and he's happy about his gun.
Oh, hi, Gert.
Well, howdy, Curly. I didn't see you there, buddy.
I know it's dark and I'm small. Yeah, I get it. So I got some great news for you.
Well, this night's shaping up to be a pretty good night.
So I did take your helmet earlier. I'm sorry for that, but I brought you this, and I break out the iron jaw, basically.
Son of a gun, Curly. That's the dadgum nicest thing I ever seen in my life. Did you make that, boy?
Well, I took your helmet and I converted it because I needed the materials. But it should provide you with the ability to eat and also protect your face if somebody hits you in the face again. It should withstand quite a few heavy hits. It was quite a good helmet actually. But yeah, so this thing should keep you alive until we can either get your jaw fixed or it just heals on its own.
You know what, Curly? I like you, partner. If anybody tries to mess with you, they're gonna have to get through Gurg, Iron Jaw, Rock Gut now.
And also, I think I kept it quite I say ogre-ish in appearance because obviously you'll have all these ogre friends, and I didn't want them to make fun of you because you had like a shiny piece of thing on your face. So this is like it also makes you look it'll make you look even tougher. We'll put it on you in a minute and see how it fits and see if I need to make any adjustments.
You know what? I appreciate that, and you giving me pies. You know, I don't know how to repay you other than making sure that nobody kills you and eats you. But
I mean that's good enough.
Well, no, here you go, Curly. I insist.
And I'm gonna hand you my entire money pouch. So 1 gold and 7.
No, this is your money, Gerg. It's fine. I did it because, like, of course, like, it's very nice that you like don't want anybody to kill me. And you did protect us in the encampment because if that orc hadn't been fighting you, he probably would have been fighting me, and I probably wouldn't have come off too well.
Well, Curly, all I gotta say is, you see my new weapon here, and I now
Is that
got
a
this.
tree? Is that a tree trunk?
Well, I've been told this is Big Bertha, buddy.
It certainly is big. It's like 3 times the size of me. Like that's
Well-
an exaggeration, by the way.
Well, it's pretty accurate.
Oh, what was that? Shit. That's 3 times the size of me. Although that
Well-
being said, we could easily like make some modifications and make it do even more damage.
We're gonna get along great, you and me, buddy, but I insist you take the money. See, I got everything I need, Curly. I got this big old weapon. I got me belly plate. And I got me a jaw. You know what? On top of that, I got me a halfling. And that's one of the best things an ogre can ever have. You gotta take the money, Curly.
Okay, but I mean, to be fair, I would probably be, we'll probably be sharing anyway. So that's very nice. That I'll always share with you, of course. When we're like, drinking and eating. So, okay. I'll tell you. He reluctantly takes the money because he knows he's not going to get out of this conversation any other way.
It's a good thing you took that money. I was gonna tell you I was gonna eat you if you didn't take it, so I'm glad I don't have to anymore.
I did figure that would be the next stage of the conversation, so I decided just to yeah.
Oh, by the way, something I should tell you. I'm the cons champion now. No big deal. I just got to do some fighting in the pit. So
You're gonna fight in the pit? I mean, yeah. That's great. It's great.
well, I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in, but Con didn't say nothing about halfling riding on my shoulder shooting people.
I think that maybe there would be some kind of ruling against it. But I mean, that would be. It might be fun, but is it to the death?
Well, of course it's to the death. How else am I supposed to eat my opponents then?
I think I'll just be on the sideline and cheer you on and also repair your gear. I can help you in that respect. I'd rather not be in the fight itself if that's okay.
All right, Curly, you got yourself a deal. I'll give you all the earnings, and you just help me from the sidelines. You're the best, Curly.
I really don't think I am, but thank you.
I think this is a good point to go to Cletus and Wipprecht to see what they're up to.
Okie dokie.
I'm assuming that you're outside the brothel now.
Yeah, Cletus, I guess, will still have just one stick of celery in his hand. That was really something.
I don't even want to ask how much you pay for this.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. I am certain it is. I just hope that the celery bath was worth every copper.
Oh, that's magical. You just got to start chewing on the celery. Right, so... right, that's all the kinks out. So, let's get rich.
The kinks out?
Can you,
in there?
just before you go ahead, can you roll me an endurance to see how well you did?
Oh no.
Maximum skill 20.
What's the difficulty on this?
Well, it depends on what you did.
I mean, to be fair, it was in a tub relaxing.
The last portion of the wet celery was 2 celery sticks being used like drumsticks on his shoulders.
I'm making an average.
Maybe followed by chasing said hooker around with a celery stick, trying to tickle her behind with it.
Yeah, just average.
So nothing too frivolous. He'd already spent his pennies, so I'm going to use one of my damn re-rolls for that. I refuse.
I guess that brothel was better than we all thought.
I refuse to be beaten by a brothel.
I will not be beaten by
Refuse to be beaten by a brothel, yes.
Yay!
That's good. Yeah, you can remove the fatigue condition. You are invigorated.
There we go.
Quite relaxed and invigorated.
I click my neck a few times, side to side. Okay, right. So, birdies and money, and we can come back to the brothel. Maybe after I recharge.
I'll give him a dubious look. If you say so, but we are, as they say, burn midnight.
Oil. Okay.
Bad translation. Moon is
Sure.
not waiting for people. Yes? Moon does not care. Neither one.
I've
The other one less than the one.
I've seen a few moons. All right.
I'm going to start walking toward where I've pulled my boat to the minor dock. In preparation for all this, I kind of took care of the oars, made sure that they were wrapped properly to reduce the noise, and
As he's
set up everything.
doing that, and I'm chewing on the celery. So what's the backup plan if trouble comes? Do we blame the halflings? Do we blame the ogres? Do we just run?
Well, backup plan is to maybe bribe officials, but see, this town, this official is not really official. In Nordland's officials have titles. Here, official is whatever guy stops you at dock.
I was thinking too. I got these drugs, right? And if you give them to someone, then they don't remember much.
Tell me, drugs.
Drugs
I have
don't
not
speak.
watched what they do to people. Where did you find these?
I bought them off of a gentleman. I believe he was a drug dealer.
Well, that would follow. You just make people sleep, forget.
It makes
feel no
you
pain, see things that aren't there. Maybe see things that are
let me
there.
have a little sniff and try and remember which one's which. So I've got one that makes you like super like whoa, and he does like really wide eyes, and then focuses them, and then you go like this, and then you're like whoa, but the other one's like hey, thrusts his hips around a little bit, and then you don't remember much afterwards, so. So I'm thinking, if anybody comes, then, we force the drugs on them, and then they won't remember.
a snowball idea. Uh, hmm. Do you have any food?
I could get some. I'm kind of
Good.
hungry. I got some
Well,
celery left.
There. And is there any place that sells food that's palatable at the moment?
There's
Yeah.
always a place that's selling something.
Hmm.
Offering has pies.
I think I'm going to make a slight detour after he talks about this and find the place that is the least unsavory that I can afford. And I may pick up a nice, warm pie.
Sure. Let's go.
Thinking about what he said about the the various things.
Yep. Oh shit! I lost you. There you are. There's a small stall just ahead of the road. Well, it's behind the market, sort of. And there's a fellow that sells sausages of sorts.
Evening.
Hello, hello.
I will
Sausages.
I will take 3. I'll slide some coppers across the.
Any sauce on it?
Yes. Your best.
Oh, the jungle sauce, that is. That's the best one.
Excellent.
And your mate as well.
I'm
look over at him.
okay. Actually, no, I'll have one of everything. I'm so hungry.
Aye, the midnight special, sure.
Yes.
And he takes a bun, smacks a sausage in it, some sauerkraut, and some onions, and a ladle of this sauce, and a ladle of some round sauce, and some red sauce, and another relish, and yeah, hand you a midnight special.
I will waste no time. But I will be musing to myself as Cletus, which drugs was it that made him forget stuff? I don't think he's entirely sure. One of them makes you forget stuff. One makes you randy, so I think the assumption is that the other one must make you forget stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
yeah, it's all coming back to him that he might have to actually pin someone down for like an hour or two until they then forget stuff, so... Yeah, details.
It is a fairly busy spot in town. This is like the corner where everybody comes to snack. So I don't think it will be very weird to see an ogre and a halfling coming down the street and have you meet up. So you're not splitting the party and making my life as a GM a nightmare.
Hello.
You let us do it.
Big guy and little guy. What's up? How you doing?
Hey, excellent. Band is all here.
Hi again, Mr. Sorry, I forgot your name.
Viprecht.
Hello, Mr. Viprecht. Hey, Cletus. How's it going?
Hey, do you want any celery?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Do not touch the celery.
Why,
Yeah,
where's
I
it
could
been?
go for some celery.
There you go.
Wait, where's that celery been?
Do not ask
There's
questions
Curly,
you know
delicious.
answers to.
Oh no. Gurg. Oh no.
He will feel better knowing that it is unique flavor.
We've got some food. I've got hot dogs.
So,
Something.
Gentlemen, let us go to my conveyance. And I'll start walking down towards the docks.
Actually, your boat is a little outside of the docks,
Okay.
where I'll move you to it,
Thank you.
where your associate left it.
Interesting. Good. Gentlemen, here's our approach. We are going to take the boat out, yes, and then we find our feathered friends, and then we will come back. This spot is rarely patrolled officially. Unofficially, perhaps someone will come by. That's what the sausages are for.
Okie dokie.
Oh, you, the man with the plan. May I see those things that you had that make people feel a certain kind of way?
I'll raise like a pouch of each. This one makes you very attractive and very attracted. And this one, I think it makes you perceptive and then forgetful.
Excellent. Was it? I'm gonna have to see if I believe you. I'm not the trusting type. I didn't roll.
Looked like a 17 on my screen.
Oh, did you see it? I'm sorry, mine just it didn't load. If it's a success, then I'm going to probably take both pouches and kind of make a mental note. I guess well, actually, do I believe him? I guess that's a better question. Is do I have a strong sense that he knows what the heck he just handed me?
That's like his recollection. So
okay, so he believes this.
It's a junkie's recollection of a novice junkie on his first day on the job, and his recollection of what these things might have done based on what a halfling told him.
Gotcha. So yeah, no, all right.
And then the halfling can't confirm this because he's got this recollection off of a junkie from a halfling, and yeah.
So I'm going to
ogre
take
gave his recollection of the story.
Yeah, and I'm going to watch the ogre very carefully as I take my collection of sausages and proceed to take a pouch of each and put them both together on the sausages and wrap them very carefully and set them aside. And we call this precaution.
Plan B, right? So
Plan B indeed.
That's right. Then Gurgs and ogres, and the guards are all ogres. So
well, everyone wants a snack. Let's face it. Is it not right, Mr. Gurg?
Yeah, that's very true. It's mighty nice of you to bring me those sausages.
Oh, no, Gurg. These are for friends in case we need them. I have no problem with you eating sausages, greenskins, but this is special. This is a treat, you see, for whoever may need a delightful snack should we have an issue.
I'll like mouth the word drugs to Gurg. If it hasn't been,
I wink at the ogre. I'm not sure he understands.
If it hasn't been obvious, Cletus has probably had a couple too many beers while in there, so I'm just assuming he's reached the point of slight inebriation, but may well snap out of it or not.
Yeah. So the plan is to take the boat and go to the docks. I'm assuming. Yep. Then we will make it so.
No, I was going to head out to the location where our little feathered friends have been stashed.
They're on the boat, I hope.
They're on the boat. Yep.
Oh,
we already stashed them on your boat under a tarpaulin.
Okay, all right, so I got you. There's a location around where I'm at. Okay, I was confused about order of events, but that's fine. All right, well, it's time to take it to where it needs to go.
Yep. You go on the boat, and there you go. Some rowing music sounds, and on the cover of darkness, you make it into Old Harbor, which is usually reserved for ships that sail on the Nueva Lucini flag. So basically, only pirate ships and such. Everything else goes through New Harbor. But Old Harbor is also the place where where you do your business usually. So. Yeah.
Oh yeah, guys! I met a guy. I met a dwarf. He thinks he's got like a boat that can row itself. He's got a steamboat. He wants to try out. So that was something I meant to ask. I wanted to just put out there that that's a thing. like that's a thing that could maybe we could help him out, and he's willing to pay us to test his boat.
Steamboat.
Yeah, so no rowing required.
Hey, we could use it to get people from like one place to another place, and we wouldn't even have to row anything.
I mean, it's just a prototype at the moment. But eventually, maybe, yeah.
We,
I mean, I kind of like rowing.
Gerg says that he takes his spade and rows the boat with it.
okay.
I was just putting out something that, you know, after meeting the dwarf, he let me do all the modifications to your jaw. I said I'd help him out with maybe testing it a little bit, but he's willing to pay us as well, so that works.
So, I as they're talking, as we're out in the bay, I hold up a hand, and then put my finger to my lips as we get closer in.
Yep.
And I'm gonna try to bring us in. I give a slight, gesture to the ogre to stop, rowing with his tree trunk, and I'm going to take us in. Try to use the quieted oars that I have to take us in. I assume there's some kind of row test involved with that, but I'm going to try to bring us in very quietly if I can.
Yep, make a row indeed, if you have
What
row.
difficulty?
There's a big ogre in the boat that certainly makes it difficult, so do it challenging.
Oh, we're gonna you're gonna use a fortune point to re-roll that disaster. That's what would have happened if I'd have just let them talk all the way into the dock.
Whipwreck falls in with a 90. Oh no.
Nope, they still keep talking.
I'm talking quietly.
So there I
Are you
was.
holding
Hi.
that finger up to your mouth? Because that's the signal that you're going to give me a sausage.
I resign myself to my likely having to use Plan B as we bring the boat into the docks.
You make it to the docks, and well, let's say a few heads are turned, but maybe there's somebody on the dock side that knows you, and not waves at you, maybe even yells your name.
I give a jaunty wave in return and curse my life quietly to myself.
And because of that, when you make land, so to speak, there's a large person standing there waiting for you.
Hey, good evening. Good evening.
Hey, Fred, how are you?
I am well. It's a pleasure seeing you tonight.
Oh, always pleasure to see you, Leprek. What bringing you here tonight?
Well, this and that. Oh, by the way, I knew we might cross paths. Very interesting. May I offer you a snack, my friend?
Of course. Always sure to feed to the stomach.
Yes, well, it's the price of doing business in such a delightful place. I hand him the drug stuff.
Yeah. Oh, let me.
He gobbles it up, I think.
Let's see.
And if I need to make a convincing roll for this, I will do my best.
Let's see.
I'm like, we're not fighting this guy.
What do you think?
I was going to try to use bribery.
Intuition, maybe, to see if he just eats it or if he waits.
Yeah, do that. Yeah.
Can I roll my bribery against? That's I'm essentially bribing him with food.
Yeah, sure.
Which was the
Make a
plan.
roll. Yeah.
Challenging.
You've brought food, so make it
True.
average.
An ogre versus delicious, and I suck today. Good gracious.
Wow.
The good news
About
is, so
him.
does he.
That's a Thor bro.
Rip right on. This is tasty. Tasty.
He gobbles it up.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
When? I'm really hoping that these drugs don't interact with each other in a bad way, but I'm also kind of hoping they interact with each other in a bad way.
Did you put both of them in there?
I was
Yes.
just wondering, did you give him both? Uh-oh.
Yes, because, and here's why. I don't know that I believed the way you described it. So I was like, man, let's put both in there.
Sure.
Meanwhile, Gerg is just kind of staring you down, Whipwreck. A little bit upset. If this other
Hey,
ogre
we'll get to that.
So Koa's gonna sort of turn to Clear. Did he give them both?
Well, now, thank you for the... Anyway, what you guys are acting a little funny tonight. What's going on? What are you coming in here all late at night for?
You know, just moving things from here to there. Yeah, moving cargo internally inside the docks. You know, from the old dock to the new dock. You know, and the new dock to the old dock. And these fine gentlemen help me move the things. Yes.
All right, so I think that's gonna be, what is that gonna be? That's gonna be charm, or
I believe it's charm or blather. I'm not sure.
Make it charm. I think a
charm.
charm will be good, yeah.
Let's see how we do. The way tonight's going, I'm hey.
yay!
Well,
Internal cargo moving. You know, it's from the old place to the new place. This boat needs this, the other boat needs that. You know how this is. And they always ask, and then the forms and the paperwork. And then the dockmaster yells at me, and I just, we need to move it. It's night, but it's not raining too much, you know.
oh my God, is it hot?
I mean, it's raining. It's jungle. It's usually hot.
Are you okay? You might want to sit down.
What happened? You eat something else bad? You can eat anything. You're ogre.
No.
You probably just need a fart, partner.
I've got
Just let
you.
her out.
You are a fine looking over tonight, there. Are you on Khan's business?
I sure am. I'm the Khan's champion.
Oh, good. Oh, when did what?
It just happened tonight. Catch me in the arena tomorrow at whatever time it is.
Oh,
Usually when sun sets, it's the easiest way to keep time.
Okay. All right. Get it. I need a drink. Go. Get on.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. So great. Thank you.
Yeah. My tummy.
And let's see here. Hold on, I want to see if. All right. You can visibly see him clenching his butt cheeks as he kind of stands off the other direction.
Hey, I don't think that guy's
So,
doing so good.
He will be fine. He's a strong man. He can eat many things.
He's standing over in the corner and he's kind of staring at his feet as he lifts them up and down,
And going, huh?
and then like putting his hands in front of his face like he's moving, like they're moving funny.
I think we should. I think we should just get on with it before.
I think it's time to move the cargo. And
Yeah.
I make a gesture.
Yeah,
Cletus.
yeah, that's good.
Plan B.
Yeah.
Yes, use use the brain that the
Yeah,
gods
I'm doing
might
it.
not have given you.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go pick up some birds.
Yeah, I'll just proceed to act like we're here on perfectly natural things while humming "Don't Be Suspicious" to myself.
Oh, Vivrit, when did you come in? What's going on? Wait.
Well, we just talked about this, remember? Oh, it's just tummy. Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Is your stomach okay now?
You look like you are having trouble. Eat
then he
bedrock?
Then he just kind of gives this squint and then farts real loud.
Must have been something I ate.
Hey!
I told you to let it out, partner. You feel better now, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, go.
Humming to myself. We just start offloading
Bring
as natural as we can.
And bring me the paperwork in the morning.
Thank you so much. But you know, with the shit, I point at the nearest ships and out to the other side of the dock, and I make very gracious, sweeping gestures with my hat. And get soaked by the rain.
I know those aren't your ships. I'm not a complete idiot.
No. I move. It's subcontract. I point.
Paperwork tomorrow morning.
Yes.
See you in the pit, Gerd.
You move the cargo from the rowboat onto the dock, and I'm just assuming that you.
We still have my contraption.
Yes,
To move it through there.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
So you move it onto the dock, quickly move into a back alley.
Can I give it a quick check? Can I give the cart a quick check over, make sure it is actually still okay?
Well, you sure can.
Do you want a trade engineer or perception?
Perception. It's yeah.
Oh, I've just done an average. Oh fuck. Easy would have been better, but
Yeah, easy. It would have been easy.
Yeah.
I mean, yep.
well, it seems okay, guys. It was pretty well put together. Not to blow my own trumpet or anything. But yeah, it's fine. After going through the jungle and being on water.
Okie dokie. Well, let's get a move on. Oh, man. So,
Maybe next time you shouldn't do so much celery.
oh, I'm sleepy.
Do you remember where you were supposed to take this stuff?
Some warehouse that's like next to the whale
Behind
place.
the whale or something.
Yeah, next to that tavern thingy.
It was actually the governor's house.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it is indeed at the street at the back of the beached whale.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yay, we remember
I
things.
thought for a second that we'd actually remembered the wrong thing. We ended up at Dodgy's house.
Guys, that would be much funnier.
You
Wrong dock.
You remembered correctly. Just not the warehouse, but the governor's house. So I will take you there. Just a moment, because
That'd
I
be funny
forgot.
turning up at Dodgy's house with a bunch of birds.
And a curlwise. There you go. And we will fill the docks. Oop. And we will have just a light rain.
So, guys, what do you think of Gerg's iron jaw? It's cool, isn't it?
It's very solid. It looks like, iron. I give it a nod.
Yeah, now we just need to nail it to my head.
Oh no, we'll put it on in a minute. No nailing required. Well, it doesn't need nailing. It's there to help you chew and protect your face.
Well, it'll stay better if we nail it. You can use my engineering clubs.
I highly recommend that we don't nail it to your face.
Well, he's ogre. Nails in the face mean less to ogre.
Yep, our our friend who won't let me eat any sausages is right.
I'll get you sausages later. See, the delayed satisfaction is key to good business.
Do you make your way through the alleys at the dock, taking the alleys to make sure that you don't draw too much attention to yourself, and make your way to the governor's house? It's a fairly large building. And Wipbrecht, you've been here a while, and you know that there is no governor in this town. Well, not of, the town itself.
I assume he was got rid of.
And you know that this is the Bretonnian residence of the dude that leads the Bretonnian district. He lives here. And it looks like this. From the outside, that is. And I think that before we continue, because I'm assuming that you'll knock on the door or something, can we take a small bio? Because I have to.
Small bio. 2 and 5. Welcome back. We are here, and it's time to get going again. Over to you, GM.
This seems appropriate music. Yes, you make your way to the governor's house. There's sort of a courtyard which is open. Kind of look around for a door. Doesn't seem to be anybody around. Hear some noises from inside. There's light. Fires are burning and such. So there is someone here. And the rain stops because it's annoying me. Sorry.
If only we could all do that.
Yep.
Right.
And there seems to be a door for you to knock on.
I look at them. I do not have introduction.
But you're so eloquent and sharp.
I will do talking later, perhaps, if try to stiff us, yes?
Alright. Okay.
Pull up my trousers a little bit. I'll go up and knock on the door.
Okie doke.
Very good. We send a good negotiator, right? I look at the halfling. Sadly.
Sure.
There is
Sure.
no answer. You wait for about a minute.
You didn't knock hard enough. Let me do it.
Oh dear.
I will say I'll have knocked twice in that time, but no more.
Don't break the door, Gurg. I don't want
Just
to
break door like you break gate.
Big thump from the ogre, and after about 30 seconds, you hear "Merde, merde, merde," and the door opens, and a rather old-looking fellow opens the door. Merde, merde, where are the servants? Ah, nom de Dieu, putain! Junior! I'm sorry, gentlemen. You can't get good servants. Where are they? The servants are all busy with some folly of my grandson. You can't keep people waiting like this. So, who is it? You are a strange-looking group. Junior! There's people here! Junior!
Oh, grandfather, I do say, you do make a swell ruckus.
We would like to
Gentlemen.
speak to the... Oh, hello, sir. You are
I would like
definitely...
to apologize for the poor manners of my grandfather here. He is getting addled in the brain, and he still has a bit of the old world still in his mannerisms. Please, come in.
I mean, thank you for answering the door, grandfather.
I
Junior,
doff my hat.
you take care of your business, but do not let it interfere with regular day-to-day life. We told you before. No.
I think it's time for naps, don't you there, grandfather? Please,
No.
please, don't interfere. We'll take care of this. Don't you mind?
Very well, nom de Dieu, sacre bleu, tant de merde.
And we went full racism.
I swear, you'll have to forgive my grandfather. He is, like I said, a little addled.
That's okay. He seems very pleasant.
I mean, at least he answered the door. That was nice of him.
We were here about a little birdie.
Oh, yeah, of course. My
More,
heroes
more.
have returned from the jungle. Heroic. Yes, please, come in.
Don't mind if I do.
Leads you into the hall.
You
Still
got
have the cart with us, or
Yeah, the cart is in the courtyard.
yeah.
You have a Gurg.
You have a very big house.
Well, this was my father's. He is, the governor of the Bretonian district. I am Francois de Pivot, Jr. I take after my father's namesake, but he is out for the evening, so here we are having a little party.
Well-
Interesting.
We've got, 15 birdies?
I think we still have 15 birdies. It's hard to tell. They're not. Well, we haven't looked inside the crates since they got here.
Yeah, 15 buddies. So,
Bring them on in. Bring them on in. We will take a look and we will make sure you are fairly compensated for your heroic deeds.
oh,
Much gratitude. There was some, a little bit of massaging had to be done with customs, you know.
so much massaging.
No, not that kind of massaging.
That sounds
Keep your celery out of this.
enlightening. I would love to hear the story, but let's take care of business first, and then we will have a little brandy or a mint julep cigar, maybe. I see your big friend likes cigars.
Yeah, and Bugman's. I'll take some of both.
I will begin offloading the cart, probably with the help of a very large ogre.
I'll
let's,
pull my weight as well.
Please follow me. We will take these to the cellar.
I'll be taking the cart almost apart because it's like integral.
You know, Governor, I just wanted to tell you that if you were going to eat these things, they probably taste just like chickens. You may as well just get some chicken.
Oh no! These are far too valuable for edibles. These are going to go directly to my menagerie of the fine beasts that roam these dangerous lands. Forgive me. Who am I addressing? Please tell me your names.
Well, I'm Gerg Rockgut, soon to be Gerg Ironjaw Rockgut.
Are you here
my
on?
friend.
Are you here on the cons business, or are you just associates, these fine gentlemen?
Well, little of both.
Well,
I am, how would you say this? I am a person who solves problems.
problem solving is always a fine job to find yourself in. There's plenty of problems to go around in this filthy, dirty city.
You're not wrong.
Curl-wise power bottom, sir. Most all people call me Curly, though. Engineer.
Master Curly, it is a pleasure to meet you, sir. And how about you, fine sir? You look a tad bit of a Rocklander. Where do you come from?
The name's Cletus. I'm from a bit of here and there, you know. Originally from Marienburg.
Marienburg.
I've been around, you know, I've seen the world. In small pieces.
Oh, a well-traveled man. Well-traveled, very, very enlightening. Great news. Come on down. Come on. Let's take a look at these birds and get you paid.
He takes you down to the cellar, and he excuses himself. He will he has some business to do, but he will await you upstairs. When you finish,
plenty of party guests to entertain and get ready for. Please, when you are done, come upstairs.
And he makes his leave. Downstairs, there are some people busy preparing stuff for apparently festivities that are going to happen in this abode. And there's one particular person that catches your eye. She is doing her hair and preparing herself. Just some sad. There we go. Other music. And she seems sort of out of place here. Oh, this is the wrong button. I need to show you a person. And there we go. Because, well, most of the people down here are servants and just valets and cooks and, well, servants. And she looks, well, not really like a servant. And she's currently, well, like I said, doing her hair.
Yeah, I'm too focused on the money.
Totally
must
fine.
Yes, you must forgive me, madam.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I in your way?
Not at all. I'm simply moving things. Tell me, what brings you down to this particular corner?
Oh, I'm performing for the dinner guests tonight.
Ah, what kind of performance?
Uh, a dance.
Hmm. Well,
I-
much luck to you, madam.
Are you going to be there?
Perhaps, but you know I'm a humble mover of things. Perhaps this is, one would say, above my station.
Hmm. Roll an intuition.
You're very pretty.
She seems that she wants to, well, engage in conversation with you some more, Vibrecht, because, well, there's something I don't know, there's something with her. And, Cletus, you have on your possession a handkerchief, I believe,
Sure.
from back home.
Yes.
This girl very much reminds you of, well, the person who gave you said handkerchief.
Oh,
I mean, it's not her, but
sure. I'm gonna go and kneel in front of her and take her hand to introduce myself.
Excuse me, I haven't seen a proper lady since I arrived here. You are magnificent. Look at you.
why, thank you. And what is your name?
Comically.
Clee.
Yeah,
I'm Liesel. Nice to
Liesel.
meet you.
Just magical. Do you need help with anything? Can I?
Well, when she looks at Vibrecht,
I mean, Cletus, if you're looking for something to do, you can help us unload these boxes.
I'm speaking to the lady.
are you together?
We are, as one would say, business partners.
Yeah.
Oh. And she looks around. Well, if you will be joining the dinner tonight, then look out for me, please. I will be dancing.
Is there someone or something we should be looking for?
No, I don't know.
Is that piece of scum treating you badly? Do I need to rough him up?
Puff my chest out.
No. That would be... I don't know. Now, if you excuse me, I have to prepare myself for this thing.
Is there anything about her outward appearance that signs servant brands, slave brands, collars, anything that would indicate that she's the property of anyone?
Nope. Nope. She
Just
looks very clean.
Mm-hmm.
And very much not of the working class.
Mm.
And she seems, because you rolled 4 on your intuition, like determined to do something that you don't really like to do.
Interesting. Okay, so she's stealing herself to go do this task, whatever it is. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah. Duly noted.
Well,
Cletus.
Carl.
I look at Cletus. Perhaps if he allows, we can stand by for a moment. There's something about this.
Go, we're
I do not
staying.
like.
Yeah, I've got some. Oh, I don't like this. She
So
was
she
so
has a
unhappy. Did you see her? She was so sad.
You could call it sad, yes.
Your creature that magical shouldn't be sad. She should be happy and running free. My heart bleeds.
Well, be careful. Bleeding hearts lead to worsening conditions.
Yeah.
But I am curious. It is not often you get the insight into the way the powers in this town move things from place to place. If we have the time, but money first. I do not want to put us in a position where we will lose everything we have fought for, and he has broken his jaw for.
Money, money, money.
Yes.
Curly,
We
you
need to buy him
okay?
sausages.
How do you feel, Curly and Gerg, about staying for food?
I mean, that's fine. I mean, I'm still undoing the cart as it is anyway. I made this too good.
You don't have to say that to me twice. I'm here for the food and the alcohol.
Always the polite house guest, eh, Gerg? Besides, I told you, good things come to those who wait, yeah?
I wonder if she's like...
Did you say that?
I did, but it's okay. I use elliptical language.
Yeah, he did say that, Gerg.
She thinks she's a prisoner. Or like maybe she's been captured. Or maybe
He
she's...
believes she is a prisoner, but what one believes and what is true.
I would say that she may be like a prisoner society. Because like it's Bretonian. Think about it. For Bretonians have a very, very, very tier system in their class system. So it wouldn't surprise me if she was like stuck in some sort of weird purgatory.
You should give her some of that drugs that you gave Gerg, and then maybe she'll be able to figure it out.
Quiet, maybe. Perhaps the drugs will bring clarity to her when they confused my friend at the docks.
I would highly recommend not mixing them like that guy, though.
Well, he was fine. He's a tough old man. He'll probably be just fine.
Well, we better hope so.
Well,
he'll be fine.
Once we
He's an
ascertain...
ogre, after all.
We ascertain that she's okay and safe, and then we'll leave, but I will not stand idly by.
Money first. If you're going to do something stupid, I want to get paid.
Okay. Once I've been paid, I will not stand idly by.
I didn't say anything about you getting paid. Once I get paid, you can do whatever you want.
No, I want to be paid too. But once I've been paid, I will not stand idly by and watch a beautiful woman.
And they say chivalry is dead.
Oh, chivalry is quite dead.
You spend enough money on her because you get to know the good ones when you see them.
He's not wrong.
She's like a magical unicorn.
Unicorns, yes. Met one once. Much less fun in person than in theory. The horn, you know. Though. Do they? I've never had unicorn. I'm going to wander up and see if I can't find out how we're going to get paid for our little feathered friends.
Yep, you finished loading them into the basement, and there's a person there that received them and said, "Oh yeah, nice, just in time. They'll do nicely." And when you go upstairs, there is the squire again, the governor's son.
Oh! After you. No, I insist.
Good, excellent. So, about the terms of the negotiations for our minor matter, I do not wish to over-trouble you, and to conclude things as efficiently as possible.
Oh, no, of course not. I mean, business is business after all. I hear the job was for a golden man, I believe, but I think you deserve a bit more than that, with maybe some incentive for extra work on the side in the future as well.
Oh,
How
the
does
potential for extra is always appreciated. After
how
all, a man
does
has to run a business.
indeed, gentlemen, drinks while I fetch your winnings.
If you would be so
Drinks.
kind.
And a box of cigars like you promised.
Well, we'll see what we can do. Francois, please. I'm gonna. No, that's his name. Beatrice, please be a dear and get this great man a box of cigars. One from the bottom shelf over there. There should be a nice bouquet for this man. And then you gentlemen, brandies, anyone?
I have realized that I'm negotiating terms for something that I didn't know the original terms for.
I'm gonna step in between words awkwardly as well, and just interject.
And actually, maybe we could discuss some future works together, because, you know, we're all here, we could discuss business. Maybe we should all sit around a table and, you know, eat food and drink and stuff.
Well, of course, I would be delighted if you would join our party. Yes, of course. I guess guests of honor in my very presence. Yeah, of course. Please, I insist. In fact, here, here I got your money right here. I got 2 gold for each of you, and then we will discuss further business for some more pickups. The next one, I swear, is much closer and is not in the jungle, so it should be much more lucrative and less dangerous for y'all to be able to pick up.
That's just lovely. I find myself without my finest cravat. Do you have a spare shirt or something I could possibly squeeze into? I wouldn't want to lower the tone of your dinner table.
Well, I think, let's see. Is he about the same size?
Sure.
Sure.
You're human-sized, right? It's not like you're trying to get an ogre.
Yeah.
into the
I'm
cravat.
5'7". I'll fit into most things.
It might be a bit small, but I'm sure we can fit you into a nice shirt there that will suit you.
I can hold my
Indeed,
breath.
yes.
It's okay. I'm remarkably slim when I try.
Very good, very good. I'll have my manservant bring one forthwith. Now, gentlemen, shall we adjourn to the dining hall?
Certainly.
Marvelous.
How suspicious am I about someone at this class level being so gracious to someone at my class level? Because my entire life has taught me that generally leads to something bad.
Well, there is the new world. You know, things are a bit different here.
True.
That's Cletus's assumption. Foreign people generous.
Yeah, right, Cletus. I don't know. It's just...
I mean, he wants us to do more work, so he's going to try and
true.
keep us
I mean,
sweet.
there's stuff going on. So
Everything easy in foreign land.
Yep.
Yeah, the land of opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, as you're talking about freshening up with a nice shirt and everything, Gerg is just lighting a cigar with his Davrich lamp, letting out a couple belches, you know, really bringing up the high class feeling of this place.
Well, you definitely proceed yourself, Mr. Gerg. You definitely exude the ogreness that is the bottomless maw, if you will.
Well,
I will have to say, though, I do not think I have a chair that will fit you, so you may have to stand over on the other side of the wall. But you are still part of this little party, good sir.
as long as the food's good for eating and I can have as much as I want, and well, I'm sure there's gonna be Bugman, some alcohol. We're all good here. I appreciate the cigar, my friend.
Oh, my pleasure. And there'll be more to come, I swear. I promise you that, with our future endeavors together. Now, please, gentlemen, take your seats. The main course, or the first course, will begin shortly.
The hall that you just entered has been adorned with a whole bunch of different foliage plants from the jungle. It looks like a naive person's impression of what said jungle might look like, and then recreate it in this hall. Guests are making merry and talking amongst each other, and they're all, well, the posh-looking, jaunty fellows that you see on your left side of the screen. Yeah, talking to each other, and don't know if you want to interact with them, but you can.
I would like to try and tell a witty story about that time I was a road warden. And I would like to capitalize right now on my noble blood.
Ah, yes.
Oh, that's right. You do have that.
He hides it well.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, I would like to introduce you to my good friend and business associate, Cletus here.
Just a second, because apparently some people can't see.
I'm the only one with the
might have
token
to-
on my screen, which might be
Yeah,
why.
that's weird, because I'm seeing everyone.
I just delete them and put them on again. That's what I get that sometimes. Just Foundry things.
Everybody good now?
No, I still can't see.
There we go.
Otherwise?
Nope. Dick hole.
I've got it here. Yep. I can see
Daka?
the nobles over the left. Yes.
I mean, Gurg.
Yeah, I can see.
So just Curwise.
Yep.
And
So I can see the
wait,
stream.
I can see. I have to drag you for some reason. Pull to scene. Come on, you can do it. Come on.
We'll just watch the stream. Worst case
Yeah,
scenario.
I'm currently watching the stream. Don't worry about it. Just carry on.
Okay. Yeah. So you can interact with all these people if you want.
I'd go up to someone that looks like they're big and important and introduce myself.
Hey, how's it going?
A man or a woman?
A man.
Well, hello, sir.
Well, howdy doody.
And I will try to do what I remember of like a courteous bow.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very nice place. Nice to see someone else that's of fine caliber here.
Ah, yes. I do not believe I've met you before here. Are you an acquaintance of old Dickie there?
I have just met the fellow, but he seems indubitably charming. As do you. Snurf.
He is fantastic. Really swell.
Might I inquire on your business? I myself find myself looking for business opportunities as of recent.
Ah, well, now, a bit of this, a bit of that. We are, well, we deal in exotics, my family and I, but things on the side.
Is that like animals, plants? What's your angle?
Well, whatever you fancy. Catch my drift, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Oh, I see. And are you, if this is the board,
Would I do like a hand up, or are you above the board, below the board?
He holds
See
up his hand and sort of wiggles it.
I see. Let me introduce you to a friend of mine.
I'm just gonna go grab my smuggler.
Oh, I'm feeling very businesslike tonight.
This man can get you anything you want.
And then I'm gonna go talk to someone else and just leave them.
Ah, hello, old sport.
Good evening, yes. Freyrock, export and import specialist, primarily of the local dervish.
Ah, you have a connection with the Kislevites, or Well, you
I'm
sound-
Nordlander by trade and by birth, but I have the ability to do business even with the men of the north.
Ah,
I
excellent.
speak their tongue if they should choose to come south to trade instead of murder.
Oh, excellent. Could use someone who's connected with them, or get connected with them.
I speak the tongue. It's difficult, but more than that, I also specialize in intercoastal river transportation of, shall we say, high-value items. And I will proceed to talk shop with this gentleman.
Yep. Just roll, well, whatever you want to roll. See how well you can smooch up to this guy.
Would it be a gossip, or do you think a short?
Yeah, you could do, sure.
I may do the gossip follow on the first one.
Yep.
Let's see here. Well, looks like he and I aren't in the same, quite the same kind of goods moving.
On second thought, you seem like a swell fellow, but maybe you're not.
Don't call us, we'll call you.
Yes. Killwise, you are approached by a rather buxom young woman. Hello there, little man. Aren't you a bit young to be here? I'm sorry. I always get confused.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm actually 42.
Yes, I'm sorry. I do get confused. I don't meet a lot of halflings, They usually stay in, halfling town. So, do you look,
I'm far from a normal halfling, madam.
You look studied somehow. Learned, even.
You have a very keen perception. I'm an engineer.
Oh, wow.
I've learned engineering alongside of dwarves and humans.
Wow. Now. And she stands next to you and holds up her hand just above your head, up to her, where you reach to her. So, I think you're just a perfect height. I think we will get along really well tonight. Come and sit with me. And she swashes you away.
Okay then. Okay.
Cletus, I believe you were going to talk to someone else?
I was gonna touch base with the halfling, but if he's talking to a lady, I'll just assume he's
what you're seeing, Matt, is you're actually seeing him being talked to by the lady. He just responds. He's not actually talking. His turn to respond. He's just being polite.
Probably not interrupt that and check in with Gerg briefly. And
hey, Gerg, how's it going?
This food's delicious, and have you tried the beer yet?
Hey, Gerg.
I will say that the food is indeed delicious, but the portions that are being served are really, really tiny.
Are there like people seated at the table and eating as well, or people just kind of mingling about?
A bit of both. It's just the how you say the entrees and such. It's not the main course, so people are just some are eating, some are milling about.
Okay, if there's any empty chairs with food or drink still laying around, I'm just kind of walking around, just eating and drinking everything.
Yep.
Now, what was that, Cletus?
If an ogre were to, hypothetically, eat a spoon and not chewing it, how would it come out the other end? Would it still look like a spoon?
I don't know about you, but I don't tend to pay much attention to what comes out the other end, but hand me one of them spoons, we'll find out.
All I'm saying, Gurg, is these spoons look very tasty, but I wouldn't bite them. They'd be bad for your teeth.
I'll just take a spoon and eat it. Can I use my would this be something that I can use my like lore geology on after I eat it to maybe see like,
Digestive
what it's made out of?
geology.
Sure.
Oh, it's back. The meme is back.
More geology. Yes!
We just need to pass the law plants now and we're good to go.
Yeah,
what
sure.
is it?
You know exactly what happens.
Do I know what it's made out of? Do you know what metal it is? By chance?
You know exactly. Up to you. Describe it.
Well, I do say that was pretty tasty. Well, I think it was 3/4 silver, maybe a little bit of gold in there, some other material, tin, good carbon content. Probably came from somewhere in the Reichland. That's mighty good.
Oh, really? Well, just so you know, I believe that when they put these buffets on, the cutlery is included. So, help yourself.
Well, I'm liking these people more and more.
I'm just gonna go wild. Start eating tons of silverware too.
Do I notice this? I don't know if I notice this.
I don't.
Yeah, give me a second here. I'm trying to think of do I notice him eating the silverware?
So as I'm like starting to choose some silverware.
Nope.
Oh, you know what, Cletus? My jaw's actually a little sore. I'm only gonna be able to get the 2 down, I think.
Oh, you don't need to chew on them. Just put them in and then you can tap your throat like this. No, not. I mean, it's just an idea.
Well, I'll get back to it. Once Curly fixes my jaw all the way, then I can eat as many of them as you like. How about that?
Okay.
I'm just looking around the room for ways I can make money, but for now I'm pondering.
Yep. Gurg, a joyous fellow is approaching you and squeezes your arm and says, "Oh my, you're a big fellow, aren't you?"
Sure am.
Yeah. Is everything in proportion?
Oh, God.
Well, you can see, can't you? Look at my arms, they're big. My legs are big. My head is big. My gut is big.
You are just wonderful. How you eat those plates. Fantastic.
Oh, sorry, did you want some?
Oh, no. Here, have another. And he feeds you a tray of various fruits.
Well, don't mind if I do.
Yeah, don't mind at all.
Man, this is like a different place around here. Back where I'm from, people try to get me to eat less, and everywhere I'm going here, people get me to eat more.
You just eat up as much as you like.
Friends, colleague, please. Let's have a toast before the main course begins. Then you'll see servants walking around with platters with wine glasses and stuff like that. Please, a toast, everyone. And he grabs one as well from the tray and holds it up, waiting for everybody to get theirs.
I'm assuming
Glass up
everybody
in the
takes
air,
it.
yeah.
Yep.
Please, he talks to a server. He's like, please be sure that Mr. Greg over there gets a larger vessel. I have a feeling the glass might be a bit strenuous on his digestive system.
A keg would be fine.
Yeah, you get a nice big keg.
Howdy keg.
Wow, this is wonderful.
He makes a toast, and I'm assuming you all drink.
I'll take the poison, sure.
Yeah, it's really, really, really good. One of the best wines you've ever had, probably.
Would you like me to do a
Curly waits.
alcohol?
Curly waits for everybody else to do it first.
Yeah. Nobody falls over or anything, so.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's a bit stronger than you, and maybe indeed a lot sweeter than you thought. So let me go see Ed.
Good gracious.
Was this average or challenging?
cannot
Sorry.
roll.
Average.
Ah, yeah, you're good.
Oh, this is good, and it tastes like, well, it tastes like more.
I feel like I haven't been able to afford to drink in a while, and so this is probably hitting me stronger than.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the good stuff. It's sort of
It's
like
good stuff.
brandy or something.
Mm.
I'll swig mine down quickly and just search for another one.
Okay, good.
Oh, yeah, no, the trays keep going. They don't stop.
Don't mind
Everybody's
if I do.
very relaxed and laughing and
I
giggling
will-
and talking stories and having merriment while they eat.
I'll catch a servant and ask them,
Excuse me, when's the entertainment?
Entertainment's with the main course. It will be arriving shortly.
Oh, indubitably.
And indeed, the host asks you to, or everyone to be seated as the main course will be served. And indeed, servants will start bringing in platters with, well, before the portions were small, but this time the portions are rather large, and it's a broad variety of roasted meats and grilled vegetables and potatoes and all kinds of corn and exotic localities foodstuffs. And sauces and fruits and all kinds of delectables. It's a true feast. And while I'm assuming you're all sitting down and enjoying this feast, because none of the guests are standing around anymore. Everybody is. Oh, I did not need to move that. None of the guests are standing about anymore. They're all sitting down. Just have to make a little bit of room here. There we go. For the entertainment. Hello. Move away. There you go. A joyous fellow moves in, and for a moment, the music that is playing somewhere in a room out of your vision, there probably is a band of sorts making this music, but the hyperfun. There we go. They shut up for a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you the exotic dancers straight from the jungle, the Amazons. that will dance for your pleasure. And he claps his hand, and a band starts playing. Where is it? Oh no, have I lost my music? No, please no. Oh, there it is. A rather, well, arousing sort of dance. The person with the broad smile leaves again. Well, not leaves again, he just stands to the side. And two dancers appear, if I can make them appear. There we go, that's one. And there's two. And they're frantically dancing to this music, the twirling and like dervishes, and dancing around the tables and bowing over the guests every now and then and brushing along you, and twirling their hair and really, making for entertainment for you. I think by this time it will be in order for everyone to make a willpower test.
And what kind of willpower test would you like?
This is
Hard.
hard, yeah.
Hard. Come fucking dabble with this hard shit.
Yeah, I would have fucking passed if that was normal.
Ah!
I'm going to. Can I burn a fortune to put me to a success there, or no?
Can't
To
turn.
re-roll.
No, you can re-roll, yeah.
Oh, it's a reroll, but the add success won't work on the.
You have to.
You need-
yeah, it
Yeah,
needs.
just succeeded. Okay, I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember off the top of my head. Okay.
You can
Yeah,
add a point to a success, but only if you passed and you failed, so you
Gotcha.
can't.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, I'll take my -1. That's not terrible.
Okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay. Yeah. Well, these dancers, they twirl and twirl and twirl, and it's along with this frantic music, it's almost hypnotizing, and maybe even, enticing. But they continue, and one thing you notice is that the smiling man is telling a story. It's the Amazons and the goddesses of the jungle and the warriors, and they defeat the lizard man and all the dangers of the jungle, and they bring with them a virgin, and upon him saying the virgin, another dancer enters the room. Now this one not so much twirling and as a dervish, but slowly moving graciously, and also more like a slow snake would slither through the room. And who's paying attention to this?
I'd hope Cletus is, but I don't want to override dice.
Yeah, I was going to say, would this be an intuition or perception?
A perception.
I mean, to be honest, Curly's one step away from fucking PTSD at this point.
Right.
Why are they so bouncy? Why are they twirling?
Very beautiful woman next to you.
It's the music.
Who's really into you.
I think I'm going to use a fortune, actually, because I know something weird was up from my prior interaction, so I think I'm going to try to focus. And I do.
Okay.
That's good.
Fucking hell.
She seems... let me do that differently for a change. Where's my thing? Ah, there we go. And you passed as well, so... where are you? There you... There you go. That is what you notice. But she keeps dancing and moving slowly. And the other dancers twirl and twirl around her and dance and dance. And yeah, this continues. Drinks are still being served, food is still being served. It's really great. Everybody seems to be enjoying it, and people are cheering. And the smiling man with the who introduced the dancers now. And ladies and gentlemen, thanks to our newly arrived friends, a pièce de résistance. And he claps his hand, and the birds that you have brought in before, they all they fly in, swirl around the table, and then they flock and seek refuge amongst the foliage above the table. It's a very colorful spectacle, and everybody's cheering. Yeah.
Curly gets down from the table because he knows that they're cannibalistic, and starts stepping away. Basically,
are you?
that's what I want to do.
Yeah, but I don't think so, because you rolled very poorly on your willpower test. So,
But seeing the birds.
if you want to step down from the table, you will have to roll a hard willpower test.
I believe in you.
I want off this.
It's a 1 in 20 chance, but I believe
Yeah,
in
it's
you.
a 1 to 5 on this one. Oh fuck.
No,
Nope, you're
you are
still a snack.
mesmerized. Pretty birdies. Ooh,
Oh,
look at the pretty
shit.
birdies.
You're a snack.
Pretty birdies. And shit, where's my music?
Later on, you'll reflect on this and go, well, they could have eaten me.
Yeah. Is it working? Yes, it is working. Music starts playing again, a different music now. And the dancers are not twirling anymore, but they are indeed moving slowly, just as the newly arrived dancer, the sad one. And they move to the side, and they gather from somewhere, but to what seem to be elaborate jars of something. And from this jar, they sprinkle some kind of fluid on the woman in white. And very quickly they move away, and the woman in white steps forward at the end of the table. And she notices the crowd. They sort of take a deep breath, as in, expectation. And the woman in white, she broadens her arms wide, and all the birds in the room flock to her, as if she's now wearing a very colorful dress of birds. And then these birds start feeding on her. She remains silent at first, and then she starts screaming.
What's a man got to do to interrupt?
Well, do what you want to do.
Do I have agency is my question.
Sure.
Because
I was just waiting for someone to
I
to
just
say
assumed the
something.
willpower tests were like we're mesmerized, but if I have agency,
Yep.
I think the birds landing on her would be like, oh, she's a bird lady.
Oh, that's pretty. Oh, look at that. Oh, no. Careful, they're biting you. Oh, you can't feel that? Oh, no!
I'd just like to go and jump on her, really.
Yeah.
Like,
Thorg, I will have to refer to my colleague here because he's the expert on the.
That seems
Well,
the most
that situation.
appropriate manner to deal with such an avian catastrophe is to tackle her and hopefully squash some birds and use myself as a meat shield.
Mm-hmm.
With my perception, because I'm watching this very closely, is this performative or are they going to eat her? Because I've been around these things and I'm watching what I'm like. What do I understand what I'm looking at? I guess is a better question. Like,
The bit when she came in, that seemed purposeful and rehearsed.
mhm.
She still seemed the way she was, but.
There's something off about this.
It's also very hard to tell because
She's
failed
covered in
your
birds.
willpower test too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, like, there's something going on here that I don't understand. I think as he jumps in there.
We've not yet decided if he actually jumps.
Oh, if
in
he
there.
does, yeah, okay.
Let's do a hard dexterity check to see if you can navigate.
What's all these hard rolls? You might as well just say I fail.
It wouldn't have been as hard as if you passed. Your willpower.
Oh, great.
I would have won if I wouldn't have lost.
Yeah, exactly.
Make 2 impossible tests instead of 1 and blame the other. I get
That's
your
right.
plan.
You
I'm going to
actually-
use my
you trip over
reroll
yourself.
because fuck
Go ahead.
you. I'm going to use my
you've got
reroll.
points. Yeah.
I've got 1 reroll left, so. Ah, damn it.
No.
So you get up, but you seem to fall.
I'm going to take a dark
at the
deal
ground.
because fuck you. This is club better at least. I tried. I did everything I could.
It's a valiant effort.
You should have gotten easier with the dark deal.
Falling on the ground.
You have that thing where you can roll a 1.
Yeah, is that a resolve or
Resilience.
Resilience.
I will
Resilience.
roll a natural 1 with a resilience because if there's a time to do so, it is now. So
Probably, yeah.
I
Well, then
accept
I
your.
pass it back. I pass it back to yours on this one then.
I spit in the face of your hard tests with my bodged dice rolls.
Yep. As you stand up, it's like you're walking through jelly or molasses or thick, quicksand or something. And it's that thing, you know, when you dream that you think you're running, but you're not really moving that fast. It's sort of like that. And everything around you seems to move really fast. And roll an initiative test to see how well you do.
I assume challenging.
Oh.
Okay. The lady, she starts screaming, and as she does, the crowd starts cheering. Not in horror, but in joy and rapture. You do approach the lady that is beset on by these piranhakeets, as they're called. Yeah. You are with her now. She's covered in birds that are currently trying to eat her. What is your action? Or perhaps maybe you will be assisted by Wipprecht because he also said he wanted to do something. Yep.
Well, I'm kind of. Did the guests seem to notice him as he gets up and starts moving like that? I'm kind of trying to figure out how is everyone else is not disrupted by him doing this, right?
It seems with your perception check that everybody is as high as a kite.
Damn it. I am going to. That's a really good question. I think I'm going to try to get up and shake off the effects and get my sword ready. My thing is, maybe he can save this lady, but I'm more worried about the entire room having their entertainment disrupted and us having to clobber our way out of here. So I think I'm going to try to push back from the table and move to protect him from the back. I don't know what that would require in this case.
Well, first, I think it was a hard willpower roll to shake the effects.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what we've got. No. I want to do this, but I can't.
You want to do it? It'll cost you resilience.
I don't have that much resilience. You know what? Yeah, no, I'm gonna burn it. Something about this whole thing has just turned sideways, and I've already been paid.
Yeah. You stand up, try to stand up, but no, you fall down in your chair again, and beautiful colors, and oh, look at this. The jungle never looked so good. You seem, it seems like well, like one of those temple cities. It's amazing. So, Cletus, you're, unless the ogre or the halfling would like to do something?
I'm not going to shake this shit off, so...
I'll burn a resolve a resilience. I'll burn a resilience to shake it off, because this is going to get in badly if I can.
Okay. Yep. Use it.
So
Yep.
is this a psychological condition that we're trying to remove, or?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes and no. I mean, you imbibed some stuff that causes the psychological condition.
So I was more wondering for resolve purposes, because resolve has the become immune to psychology until end of next round.
No, it's not that kind of thing. No.
So it also has the remove one condition. So I was wondering if either of those things would apply.
The resolve, you mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's basically to pass the willpower test. So that would be the thing, yeah.
Well, didn't the other guys use resilience to get around that, though?
So Hydra used the resilience to do that. I will not fail.
This is not a condition like that, so you have to use
Yeah.
the resilience. Yeah, sorry, I got confused by those two all the time.
Yeah, the two names.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just try and pass the hard willpower test again then.
Nope.
Yeah, that's not good. This food is tasty.
I'm not getting anywhere. So yeah, I'm gonna do nothing basically because.
Why is it still looking at the plants up at the
Yep.
ceiling?
Yeah,
The
the woman
pretty sure that the Great Maw is the reason why these birds are
Yep.
eating.
The woman next to you, curl-wise, she's well, caressing your neck and fondling your hair. And feels really nice. And Greg, you're just involved completely in this food. It is the best food you've ever had. Cletus, at your feet there is a woman beset on by piranhas.
I would like to start grabbing them and snapping their necks. Starting from the top down.
How many were there?
15 in total.
15.
Yeah.
So I'll try and multitask by like stamping on some with my feet, kicking others, grabbing them, like flailing basically.
I think it is a dexterity test to see how well you do this. Or perhaps I'm looking at your thing. Is there anything else?
Dex seems.
Does he have melee brawling?
No.
I think Dex is the most appropriate. Challenging?
Make it average. The birds are under a spell as well, of their own.
I'll take it.
You grab 4 birds.
Oh yeah, I've already used both of my fortune. Yep. 4 it is.
Yep.
I will grab 4. This was starting at like head and shoulders. If I If I can, but if one or two are from elsewhere, then fair enough.
Yep.
But I want to save like the pretty bit first, which is like
Yeah, she's got some
The bit that-
scratches on her face and a big chunk. Maybe her flesh is torn out of her cheek. But the rest of the birds seem to, for now, they're more tearing at her clothes.
and I will be shouting to my smuggler, make some loud noises, do something!
People, while you do this, people are cheering. Oh yeah, oh, oh." They're basically cheering you on. But if you want to affect any of your party, you can make a leadership test.
I might have... No, I've got nothing in leadership. Challenging?
Yep.
I'll try.
Hey,
Very good.
inspired. Considering.
Hey.
I'm motivated.
Yep. Wipprecht.
As I'm running forward because I'm further away.
Yeah.
The crowd is just like, "Yay, this is part of the show" or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Okay,
They're
good. As
really
long as they're
enjoying
not
this.
looking. Do I notice anybody who seems to actually not be under the spell as I shake it off?
No, they seem to all embrace it.
Everybody's in this. All right. In that case, I'm going to go and I'm going to help squish some birdies. Would that
Yep.
be dexterity?
First, make an initiative test to see how quickly you get there.
Good call. Challenging?
Yep.
Oh, I'm tripping over.
You are
Yes.
maybe
You are.
distracted by some guests who are, well, some of them seem to have lost some clothing.
You're tripping balls.
Oh, it's one of these parties. All right.
So, but you do make it. But Cletus, roll another dexterity test to see how many of the birdies you catch.
Do I have advantage? Question mark.
Yep. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
I'm seeing as I'm swatting them. I'll take it.
Good. Another 4 birds gone.
Not bad.
Save the titties.
So that's about half.
Yeah, so I'll clear like the head, chest, and stomach area as priority. It's priority because he would.
I need my organs.
It's not because medically
Yeah.
he would deem them to be the most important. It's just like. It's just like that. That's the main woman bit. So.
Order of optical priority.
Well, yeah, it's like you can lose an arm and like get away with that, but these bits seem important. So he knows nothing about medicine, but those bits do more things.
They appear to, at least.
Yeah.
The woman, she seems to struggle with you. She seems to ward you off, as to say no, no. But again, at the same time, she's also screaming in pain. There's a weird look in her eye.
I will inquire as to like.
Defend yourself. Wait, come on. Push them. Help me.
Gives you a vacant stare. Wipprecht will have arrived by this point. You can do what you want to do.
I think I'm gonna. So, I think I'm gonna roll the dexterity to do this, but I'm wondering in the back of my mind, the players wondering a little bit if this matches any of the characters' knowledge of the ways that the Norse tribes that he used to trade with, conduct their religion, which he doesn't understand and always made him feel super awkward.
Yeah, this is. You've heard about stuff that the up in that Skaggy place, and even something Dark Elves do. Weird shit.
Yeah, I've heard of these kind of parties, even if I've never been to one.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna smush some birds and am loosening my saber. I'm not a religious man, but I'm playing Renald real hard.
Yeah, you squash some birds. And it's the two of you, so you pretty much can handle all the birds without brawling at this point. But there is a distraught, but also, well, she seems sort of cathartic. Or lethargic, what is it? Stone out of a gourd.
Yes, lethargic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You shouldn't have done that.
I feel like shouldn't have done that defines the entire evening. This reminds me too much of the Norse.
We're gonna take you somewhere nice, like a temple, and then we're gonna make you all pretty again.
I think perhaps we should be looking to our exit.
Buy you
I'm
a new
looking to
dress.
see if this spell has been broken. Or that whatever this is, the trance. By us wrecking stuff.
No, they actually seem to be cheering even more.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Maybe we can play this off.
I'll start taking her to the servants' entrance. Go and slap the other two. They seem to be like daydreaming or something.
I'm going to help him lift her up, and I'm going to raise your other arm. And I'm going to raise my arm to the left as he raises his arm to the right. And I'm going to roar in victory like it's all part of the play. Or at least try to.
Yeah.
Oh, standing ovation from those that can stand up.
And entertain?
Entertain, yep. Let's see, what do I have here? Do I have entertain? No, I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to be completely making this up. All right, let's see if I do. Yeah, I don't really have a performance. Oh, no, I do. Never mind. I'm just not good at it.
And take all that goddamn
average
money. They
or
seem really
failed?
weird.
Sure, average.
Average?
Yeah, you have some drugs in you.
Phew.
Oh, you indeed get a standing ovation.
It's like it was all part of the plan.
Yep.
And then we're going to exit stage anywhere but here.
I'm gonna, because we're missing an ogre and a halfling at the moment.
Yeah, I'm going to say,
so
take her and I'll go get the...
and as we do that,
Hey, maybe get them all to give you your money.
I'll see what I can do.
I mean,
I'll
we
take
may
tip.
need to leave town. I don't know.
We think alike.
yes, more the money.
Take the woman, go.
Yeah, I'll do it.
So I guess I'll just head into whatever servant place, and that's where I am going.
Sure. So let's just use the cellar for that, because basically the girl is there.
Is she resisting?
She is limp in your arms, and at this point she's all but passed out.
Okay,
And
well,
she's bleeding profusely from various wounds on her face and arms.
okay, I will ask the first servant I see where the nearest temple or doctor is.
Probably Whitbrecht will know that.
I've already left him,
but I'm still up there stairs trying to extract the other two before
Yeah.
we get.
I'm just getting a bit of a head start getting down to the cart. So if there's a servant on the way, I'll just shout at them.
Oh dear! What happened?
Where's the nearest doctor?
A doctor? Oh, there's Dodge. He's nearby.
Take me to him.
Sure thing. And she takes you to a go see a doctor. Meanwhile, what's happening upstairs? Oh, the woman's
I
not there
am
anymore.
going to try to work my way through the crowd, glad handing like I was part of the performance, and I'm gonna go up to the friendly neighborhood ogre and yell, "Hey, I owe you a sausages."
Exquisite show, exquisite, gentlemen. Oh, that was beautifully done. Oh, the colors. Here, I want you to take this, please. And he hands you like another gold, and then he hands you directions on where the next pickup is, which it looks like it's by the docks in the Undercroft.
Got it. Many
Gentlemen,
thanks so much.
This was. I must have some more wine, gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you for the entertainment.
You are most welcome. We will, of course, be glad to do this any time. As I think to myself, good God Almighty, I gotta get the hell out of here.
And then he gives you the good game back pat.
Yes. Good show, sir.
What's going on?
We have a dinner engagement, not here.
Okay, let's. I mean, I'm not that hungry, but I'm sure Gerg is. So let's go.
Gergo's always hungry. Besides, I owe him sausage. Remember?
I suppose so.
Yes. Don't take any wine with you, please. Recommend against. It's very strong.
Yeah, I think it was. I don't remember what happened for the last 10 minutes.
Yes, that's probably for the best. Come, Gerg, owe you sausage.
No wine. Okay, I'll take one of the kegs then.
Gerg, fine. Take keg. It's to go. Yeah, it's a good phrase. I think I'll remember that one.
Okay, but you better be giving me sausages.
I'm going to get you the sausages. I don't know if I can get you as many as you'd probably like, but, got tip. I flip the gold coin, grab it, while trying to make sure I don't get eaten by the local religious festivity.
You make your way out? Yeah.
We have to go find Cletus. God help him.
Just a moment while I figure out the thing.
Given where we
Also-
are, I guess the nearest doctor is
Which
Dodge.
Which god?
I don't know. I'm praying to Renald right now, because I'm like, good God, please, Renald, somehow get me out of this ridiculousness.
If you're asking about gods, Gerg is quite inspired that this is an event of the Great Maw. So much food, this
religious.
person's getting eaten.
It is
Yeah.
super familiar. Yes, it is.
Do you mention this, Gerg, out loud? Like, do you start, like, talking about it?
No.
Okay. As you say, if you mention it, I'll definitely be curious. But this reminds me more of things that I saw dealing with the Norsemen back in Norden and maybe Skeggy.
Yeah,
So there's
ogres
something
don't
about
really.
this that doesn't set right with me.
Yeah, ogres don't
They
really
always
talk
weird me
about
out.
their religion a whole lot with non-ogres, so that's why.
That's fair. Yeah, and I'm gonna grab or try to find Cletus and take him to a temple. I don't know if I know a doctor per se, but I know where the temples are.
Cool or endurance?
Cool.
Cool. All right.
One seems challenging.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is this from Chaos by chance, yours, that my Resistance Chaos would help with, or no?
Resistance jungle at this point.
Everyone will get at least one plus what you roll. So let's see. What was the resist corruption again?
You can't use fortune for this roll, can you? I don't think you can.
Yeah, you automatically pass this, but you will gain one corruption at least.
Right.
Okay, I'll go ahead and add that to my sheet.
Yeah. So I think Curlwise needs to add one manually.
Yep. Done.
Good. And so
Can I use a
let's see.
fortune to re-roll this test, or is that not? Which I don't care if you can't.
Yeah, you can.
Just watch out, the game adds it again.
Oh, does it?
If you fail
Yeah,
twice,
it's-
it'll add it
If you
twice.
fail, it'll add it twice.
If you just roll a cool test, just manually.
Yeah, I'll do that. One moment. Slightly better.
It was a nice roll, but
Two corruption instead of three corruption, so I'll take it.
Yep. Okay. So you make it out. Let's go to a dark alley. And oh, let's kill the music. There we go. And kill eating. And now it's very quiet all of a sudden. And there we go. Still a busy city, even though it's night.
Okay, so
Oh.
guys, I remember nearby there's a doctor called Dodge or something.
He is indeed close by.
Do you think she needs doctor or temple?
I don't really know.
Just something.
Take her to the doctor.
Okay. I think he's this way.
Lead on, my friend.
Who's the guy at the camp that was told about the doctor?
Yes, one of the
junkies.
It was the junkie to, was it Kerwise?
Yeah, so me and Gerg, we were asking, like, looking to fix Gerg's jaw.
Yeah,
but I've
yeah.
now engineered my way out of it rather than...
Yeah. Okay.
When we have to knock on the door a very specific way as well, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know nothing about that, but I'll head to wherever I've been told this is.
I don't think I know about this particular person, so...
So yeah, we'll go to the door. And I'm just going to... So I think it's this one. So we're behind the beach whale.
Yeah.
At the place.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's a way to get in. It's a secret. It's a knock. Hang on.
Okay,
Dak,
good.
Daka. Yeah, that was it. So just do that on the door. And so now Curlwise goes up and repeats what he just did, what he just said out loud on the door.
Let's roll a. What would be appropriate? Roll an intelligence. Make it easy.
The intelligence.
Yeah. Because it was slightly different than you just said, but you remember it correctly. And you knock on the door, and well, quite a dodgy-looking fellow. Imagine that. Opens the door.
No, dodgy is shifty. Shifty is dodgy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sure. You want to do it?
Hi, are you dodgy?
Yeah. Come in. What's the? Who sent you? What's going on? What do you need?
Speak to my friend over there.
Got a lady. She needs help.
Just
Oh! Rat bites. Lots of rats.
Birdies. Don't ask.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Tell me what to do.
Go put her on the table.
He takes you inside. Seems to be a cheese shop.
standard.
I'm gonna leave you with this, guys. This is Dodgy the doctor that I was told about. But I'm going to leave you with this. I don't feel right. I need to go back to the room. I don't feel right.
Okay, you
I
go
tipped
do
a hat.
little halfling things. Yeah, we'll see you soon.
Be safe, Curly. Just yell
Yeah.
for Berg if you get into any trouble, and I'll come a running.
Thanks, Kirk. I don't. What was that? I don't know. And
Poor little feller.
I'll see you later.
I will just be standing there waiting for the doctor's instructions, really.
Well, he
'Cause
told
I-
you to put her on the.
Oh yeah, well I put her on the table.
counter. Yeah.
Yeah, she's on the table.
You can use the cheese. Just put her feet under the cheese. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So
And
just
then he turns around and starts sorting through different cheeses and finds a stick, wraps it up, and then starts rubbing it across her body where the wounds are. Hold on. So is there, does he have medicine?
The doctor that doesn't have medicine. This is great.
That'd
be awesome.
Hold on a second.
Light
Hold
a
on.
hand?
is she bleeding a
No,
lot?
no, no.
Like, is there sort of some major bleedage going on?
Oh, the bleeding has sort of.
The bigger wounds. Grab some of those cheesecloths over there and put them on the bigger wounds. Yeah. Slow down the bleeding a little bit. And then he like grabs it. Looks like flour, and he starts like putting it on other spots, and it kind of clumps up, and it looks like it starts to slow the bleeding down in the other places.
Okay, there you go. There's loads of cheese. She gonna be okay, Doc? She gonna be okay?
He's gonna be fine.
Yeah, she'll be okay.
Description, no.
The bleeding stopping. Yep. Yep. And then he just kind of stops like smacking her with the cheese wheel and starts like putting cloth on different areas.
The bleeding has stopped. Just stop by putting cheese in it.
Okay.
Good combat trauma medicine here.
Okay. Oh boy. I don't want to work for those kooks. I'm just saying. There's crooks, then there's, just genuinely bad people. I'm not a bad person. I'm just scummy.
Well, I hold up the contract. We have additional contract. It'd be bad for business to back out now. He might take exception to us kidnapping the woman.
Contract with those. They're gonna kill more virgins.
Maybe they will, maybe they won't. For all I know, this was a contract job. And we didn't really stick around long enough to find out, because by the time they figured it out, they might have taken exception to it.
At least I've saved
Perhaps we
one.
can ask her when she wakes up. If
I
she
had
wakes up.
fun.
Good, I'm glad. Tell me, why did you have fun? What did you see that I did not? Because I saw a lot of eating.
Well, yeah, that was a big part. All the eating and the drinking, and well, then them birds started eating too, and I thought it was pretty good.
Well, I suppose it's to each their own.
This is very. Ugh.
Cletus, you look like you ate some of them sausages that we gave that other ogre. Are you feeling okay?
I'm good. I just don't want to see this precious flower go bye-bye already.
He has fallen in love. It's terrible.
Well, she's very beautiful.
And way outside of your class.
Yes, but that
Assuming
doesn't...
that she has any surviving class after this debacle.
One can always aspire to greatness.
So Dodgy is sitting behind the counter, and he's just kind of wringing his hands, and then he kind of looks up and looks down, and he goes, I'm gonna try one more thing. And he takes some of that white powder that he had and just kind of lines it up, snorts it, and then tries to heal her again. Boom! I found it. I found where the blood was coming from. Woo! Yep.
Good.
Okay. Good. You found it now. Is it over? Is she better?
Yep.
She's fixed. Okay, good.
Perfect. Like new.
Good.
Yep.
She looks very pale.
Oh,
She probably needs blood.
Her humors are probably out of balance at this point.
Her what?
If you're missing blood, it's bad.
I
Humors,
mean, I got
blood humors.
lots of blood.
I don't know if your blood will do good things for her. May make her hungry.
Does good things for me.
Fair enough.
Maybe we just...
Could I get, like, how much faith do I have in this doctor roll? Intuition? Like,
Intelligence, maybe? To see...
he's clearly a junkie, like, but it's more like, does he know what he's doing?
Who is in this town?
Challenging or average?
Average.
Who
Seems
am I
like
to
you're right.
question modern medicine?
Seems legit. Yeah.
Okay, do we leave her here with you and, like...
Yep. Fees. Medical fees.
Right.
Tell me, what are the fees for the cheese?
Fees for the cheese. Overnight lodging. Gold crown?
Certainly we will have to speak on this. You see, I have noticed that you were not very careful with the cheese first time, yes? And in fact, you had to go get yourself a pick-me-up, right? So then I'm beginning to wonder, perhaps, am I paying for pick-me-up or am I paying for cheese?
I know he's a junkie, and riding on the back of that to assist, I'm just going to slam down one packet of drugs whoosh, on the counter.
And I need you to do something too. So that's part of the deal too.
What was in my pocket? Oh, look. It's all white and powdery.
Then he grabs it from your hand.
Great, so the doctor will OD, and
Well, at least you won't harm the patient.
and we'll be in an episode. What's the film? Blow. We'll have to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on. And he smells the bag.
Where's Johnny Depp when we need him?
I did not give him Sinalust.
No?
I did not give him that one.
I can smell it. Do you have any on you?
You want Sinalust?
Has definitely smelled Pathfinder. What else is in here?
There's Pathfinder. That's all you're getting. I am not giving you Sinalust when you're being left alone with a lady.
Oh, right. Yes.
Hands on hips and like.
Good. Yep. No.
I am judging
Fair.
you, sir.
There. When you come back for it, though, wink, wink.
Sinalust on payment. Collection, even.
Payment on delivery of goods undamaged.
That's
Okay.
what he said.
Okay. All right. She needs to rest. Rest.
Because we have options. Yes, my friend here, very large, gets hungry all the time, and you are not so large, yes.
Right. Yep. I've got.
Excellent.
I've got a
I'm
shop to
so
clean.
good to be doing business with you.
Speaking of getting hungry, are you a doctor?
Yep.
So my good friend made this jaw plate for me. I was
It is
wondering if you could nail it to my
stunning.
face.
Oh. Yeah. What? Yes. Yep. Of course. Hold on. You'll have to lay on the ground.
All right.
I'm watching this operation much more closely than the last one.
Do you need
He
my
starts picking
ogre
up-
engineering clubs?
Oh,
All
perfect.
different
I was just looking
sizes.
for mine. Yep. First, okay, he picks up a pretty decent sized club from your kit. Oh, exquisite! Yes.
Gerg, are you sure that's okay?
Why wouldn't it be?
I mean,
Too late.
it might break your club.
And it's set.
Wow. I guess it is. And you look good doing it.
Yep, doctor.
I like you, doctor. My name's Gerg Ironjaw Rock Gut.
That is an iron. Yep. Very large man.
Here's your payment.
And I'm gonna hand him my pan and a small pick hand weapon. And I'm just gonna assume that that's...
What were they?
It's a pan, like a miner's pan,
Yeah.
and just like a hand weapon, like a small mining pick.
Oh, yeah. He puts the pan right on his head and then walks into the middle of the room, just kind of making swinging motions with the axe or the pickaxe.
Here you go, Doctor. Some more tools of the trade for you.
Help. Yep. That'll help. Yep. Medical tools.
Yeah, it's medical tools. Are you sure we're safe leaving Garg here?
I'm not sure. I really don't
Well,
know.
at least he didn't give him the other drugs.
He did find where the bleeding was coming from. I mean,
I'm fine. If he damages goods, we feed him to Gerg.
we could
Gerg
wait
gets
here
hungry.
and do shifts, I guess.
I have business to attend to.
Nope. She'll be fine.
Do you think maybe the
I don't want to get eaten by the big man. She'll be fine.
maybe the rich guys are gonna come looking for her?
I won't sleep at all. I will just watch her all night long.
I can believe he will not sleep. This I believe. At
Well,
least
yeah,
for a day,
yeah,
he won't
yeah.
sleep at all.
No, I'm thinking maybe the rich dudes might come looking when they, wake up.
It's gonna take them at least a day or two to figure out she's even missing.
Nope. They won't. Nope. Today's festival night for them. They're nope. I won't be around here
Festival
tonight.
night. How often do they do festivals? How many virgins have they killed?
Oh no, he's got the righteousness. That's bad for business.
I'm not a judgy dude, but you gotta judge something.
Have I encountered this before? Or am I aware of this at all?
Once, twice a year, maybe.
Okay. Well, could have been worse, I guess.
To answer Beth's question, you have been in this town for a while, and one thing you will have noticed is that the gods that you know as the ruinous powers aren't so much frowned upon here as they are in the old world.
I'm just a suspicious person by nature, I guess. All right. Well, as long as they don't come looking, and believe me, I don't think they'll be in a state to go looking. At least anyone who matters for some time. They thought it was all part of the performance.
Quiet night. Quiet.
You'd best be quiet.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a lot of cheese tonight.
As long as you make it alone.
How do you make
I like
cheese
this doctor
anyway?
personally. I think we can trust him. Isn't that right, Doc? We can trust you. Otherwise, I'm gonna eat you.
Yep. Yep. I don't want to be
You
head
know, my
cheese.
large friend, you should go into the trade business. I think you'd make a lot of money.
I'm in the pit fighting business now.
Well, everyone needs hobby.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
Okay, well,
Should be good. Should be good.
I'm gonna sleep because I've
Who
done
can sleep?
me.
Yes, he does not take the drugs. He gave them to you instead.
Before we go sleep, I do have one more question for you, Doctor.
Yep.
Now, you see this big old tree trunk I got here?
Yep.
Well, I like smashing people with that, but sometimes I like chopping them too. And seeing as how you gave me that iron jaw, if I bring you something, can you just make my arm something that'll chop people? Like if I bring you a great big cleaver, can you just put it where my arm is?
Sure.
You know, hands are useful.
Anything.
You can hold things that chop people.
Yeah, but how is that better than just having a hand that chops people?
Because you can eat with the hand.
No, doesn't make sense to me.
But then what happens if you lose other hand? You're using it for something. Let's say you have drink in one hand, food in the other hand. If you have knife instead of hand, how you hold the drink?
Shh. I think she's sleeping.
Take conversation outside.
Yeah, I think it's about time for Gerg to get some sleeping too. Big day tomorrow. Thanks.
Come back if you need healing or cheese.
Hmm. Well,
Outside in the alley, you are met by a man with an eye patch. Bonsoir, monsieur.
bonsoir, sir.
Tickets.
Bonesaw.
I take it the girl, she is okay?
Who are you?
Answer the question, please.
Wait,
But does this guy like look intimidating before I go like smack talking him? What's my reading here?
He looks completely calm, with an eye patch.
whoa. I've seen some weird shit today, so I don't know if maybe you're gonna kill her. So,
I am not going to kill her. I want to know if she's okay. If she's okay, we are okay.
then we're okay.
Good. Now, I take it you do not enjoy the events of this evening?
No, you don't kill ladies like that. Especially ladies like that. Don't kill ladies anyway.
That is good. Then I think you will want to talk to my employer.
Okay.
It will not take long.
Does he pay well? Because
Mm.
I'm just thinking of I don't know, washing dishes or something. This place is just bleh.
Yes, you are correct. But if you play your hand well, you might get paid more than you had dreamed.
Gerg, Wibrecht, do you want another job opportunity?
Man can't run a business with one job alone. I'm sure.
Okay. Let's go.
You guys can do jobs, but I'll work for the con.
Yeah, I might need you for personal safety reasons, Gerg. You could just...
Don't worry, my employer is on, I would say, good terms with the Khan.
Do you have to go, Gerg? Go. I think perhaps we should have a conversation with this gentleman. I find myself curious about how we ended up here tonight.
I want to know more about these virgin-killing, like, rich dudes. And where they get so much money. And...
Well, I'll stick around with Cletus. If anybody's gonna be killing and eating him, it's gonna be me, so I can't have that happening.
No, it's very comforting.
All right. Take me to your leader.
Very well put. And he walks you in silence to not very far, actually. You pass the governor's house, where still sounds of merriment come from within. And a little ways further, a little more south to the Bretonnian district, there's a large mansion, and takes you inside, not through the main door, through a side door, up to a, where is it? Where'd I put it? An office, and there's a man waiting for you. And nods to you to be seated, and looks at the ogre and well, points to a side table that looks sturdy enough to carry your weight.
Well, bro, maybe you can do this one.
So, we've had a very interesting evening. I will offer my hand to shake it with the gentleman before taking a seat.
Sorry, I'm doing a thing. I've just missed that, sorry.
Oh, I said I offered my hand to shake. I'm going to try to see if I can take a measure of the man.
He, yeah. He is authoritative by nature. That's something completely obvious. You think you've seen this man in the streets somewhere.
Mhm.
And what you notice is you shake his hand, which he holds out politely. And he gives a firm, but not too firm, just enough pressure in the grip. But you do notice that he has a rather large and very noticeable ring on his hand, like a seal of sorts. And it is such a large ring and so noticeable that you can even make out what you think is a chalice.
Interesting.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening to you, sir.
I thank you that you came here. I believe you have met my father, and indeed my son.
Oh, yes, I have met them both. Your son is an enthusiastic businessman, and however they say it, a man of peculiar tastes.
Yes. He needs to run the family business, but perhaps he is a bit overzealous in his
Killing
endeavors.
virgins.
I look sideways.
I would not put it so coarsely, but yes.
I am. You'll have to forgive me. I am not of Bretonian persuasion, but what little I know, I believe that that particular status, that being a maiden among your people, is one that is considered sacred. It was a bit of a shock, I will admit. It was a great deal of effort to pull myself together enough to protect the young woman.
Well, about religious matters, I mean, things are different here, but I do agree with you. And
It
that
is
is
a new one.
why, yes, but that is why I asked you here. You see, my son, he needs to take over the business at some point. But for now, he's overzealous in expanding our enterprise, and it is a dead end that he has chosen in this new.
So you want me to kill him and eat him, is what you're saying?
Not yet. But perhaps, if he does not alter his ways, such is a thing that must occur. But for now, I only wish for you to help me halt his operation. And I do believe he gave you another task to do, or a pickup of
He
sorts.
did.
Yes.
See.
There was shall we say, a continued business arrangement in his view. I accepted the contract for now.
Very
I don't
well.
intend to back out on your son, but I have many questions I would like answered, and I'm afraid I perhaps will not be able to have those answered in a timely fashion.
There are certain individuals who have influenced my son, and together with them, he has started this enterprise, and he is, how you say, the money man. So I wish for you to find out who the other parties involved are and root them out and disturb and indeed even destroy their operation. And looks at the ogre. You can eat them if you want. I do not care. But yes, it needs to function as a stout, stern warning for my son and anyone else that tries to interfere with my business.
I can understand your perspective. I would say this. We can determine perhaps who we are doing business with, but this may take some time. He
Time
is
is not of a matter to me. I just want to do a thorough job. I will pay you handsomely, of course, for your efforts. And if it is resolved quickly, there will be a bonus, of course. But
yeah,
I would like to root this out thoroughly. I cannot stress that enough. And
I can understand your perspective, given what I just witnessed tonight.
yes, I do not want to repeat like that. Certainly not in my my own home. But it has passed.
We cannot change what has already been. Well, Cletus, your thoughts?
I'll do it. But if he doesn't change, then it's gonna get messy.
Yes, it is as your friend said there, the hungry one. Perhaps an opportunity for him.
Oh, I'd like a piece of him.
But
Maybe.
I hope his soul is not lost yet.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
I am no priest.
Yes.
That I can tell you.
Speaking of that, do you know any priests that might be able to put in the word of the good books to him or something?
Well, you can go to the Temple of Lucan. We have the Chalier Mercy House here. And you can try those Sigma Heights, but
Yeah, I'm thinking more Shalier's cup of tea. Okay, well, call it Plan B, but we kidnap him and we chuck him in a cell with a Shalian priest for, I don't know, 2 weeks. That'll bore the hell out of him, but he might be less kooky afterwards, unless he kills her.
yes, that is my thoughts exactly.
I like optimists.
Okay,
Alright.
I'll do it. I don't even want to know the money. I'll do it.
Very well.
I, on the other hand, am not in quite so inflexible a position. We can discuss terms at your leisure, however.
Well, might I suggest that you, enter on the offer that was given to you and go to do this pickup and take from there whatever you like. I'm sure it will be most profitable. And anything you will find that is of an exotic nature, we have ways to, make a profit of that. So if you would return those to me or my associates, then I will gladly pay for that.
So, to understand what we are dealing with, you suggest that we intercept the shipment and instead of delivering it as asked, we bring it to you.
That is, you could interpret it that way, yes.
You must forgive me, although I am capable of complex tasks, I am at heart a simple man. To do this, we will have to make it look as though someone else stumbled upon this stash. Someone else would have to take the blame. Do you have anyone that perhaps you would wish for that to happen to?
You are one step ahead of me, monsieur. I admire that. He
Simply business.
Well,
he opens a drawer and he takes something out and gives it to you. It's a set of gloves and some jewelry with some particular markings on it. If you manage to scatter this among the scene of the crime, I think it will be covered.
Yeah, I think.
well, I
perhaps
could be
we're-
wrong, but I don't know about you two, but the jungle seems like it's a bit dangerous, kind of like it'd just open up and swallow people whole. So if we just do an ambush in the jungle, then we don't need to go all about that funny business. And I can just eat them, no evidence.
Well,
Well,
I will have to
that-
look at the. Go ahead.
That would be a good idea, but at this moment I do not know anything about the operation other than that my son is involved. So perhaps it is in the jungle, perhaps it is here in the town, perhaps it is somewhere else entirely. I do not know.
Okay,
Is
well,
it another shipment of birds?
I look at the note. I don't know what it indicates.
No, he gave you gloves and some jewelry and
Oh no, the
they're-
note that was given to me by the son.
Contract.
Oh, it's tomorrow on the docks at a certain place, so it's in town.
Okay, yeah. Well, it looks like what we have to deal with this time is in town, but next time I don't think that you are off base. I think next time perhaps staying away from civilized places will provide us with less issues for explaining.
Perhaps,
Look,
yes.
let me see that. Let me see that. I'm gonna read it.
okay.
I raise a skeptical eyebrow, but hand him the note.
Hmm. Hmm. Yep. Okay. Well, it seems you're right about that.
And I'll just hand it back to you and act like I read it sufficiently.
I shrug, nod, put it back in my pocket.
All right. What do we call you, by the way, sir?
My name. If you not have already guessed it, is the same as my son. I am François d'Aparavon, and I am, how you say, the governor of the beautiful district of Bretonia in this town.
Okay.
So I will ask you to act with discretion according to my stature and our relation.
I see, so I'm not getting a badge that gives me all of the Bretonian food and all you can drink.
Well, perhaps in the future we can accommodate such a thing, but for now, let's keep it, how you say, in the dark. Huh?
Okay. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yes.
I think that would be wise. It has been a long night. Oh, only one last question. Who is the girl? She is no peasant.
The girl.
Hmm.
Yes. Who is she indeed?
Sigh internally and give him a tip of my hat.
We'll go ask
Bonsoir.
her in the morning.
Bonsoir and bonne chance.
I also have one more question.
Hmm?
Do you like my jaw?
Yes, it is very intimidating.
Thank you, partner. Looks like you got yourself a deal.
He smiles and nods. It is always good to be on the right side of an ogre, huh?
You are not wrong.
Indeed. Better than being behind them. Woof.
No, gentlemen, it is very late. I have still some business to do, and I hear you talking about rest, and I will advise you to do so.
Bow politely and proceed to make my exit.
Very well. You are out in the streets in the Bretonian district in the night, and I think that this might be a
Yep.
good place to end it for today.
Tomorrow's a new day.
Mm.
Do we have to roll Jungle Boogie when we're in the town? How does that
no,
work?
not while you're in the town.
Yeah,
You will
safety.
start the next session maybe with some after effects of this night. Who knows what was in that wine? Yeah,
Or the food.
yeah.
Right.
Knowing your co-GM, constant erections.
Let's see. You got your goal. Did you do anything? Waste money?
I
Sure.
didn't.
Oh yeah, you didn't. But you rescued a damsel, and so
I
did you. So
I did stuff.
yeah, let's do 150 XP to spend on things you did.
Saving damsel skill, where's that?
I will applaud you. I didn't think it was going to happen.
You thought we were just gonna sit there and watch it happen?
Well,
I mean, we could have. It's very.
the whole point was to put you in a tough spot, and we have to drain those points somehow.
Oh yeah.
With loads of very
I'm
hard
not-
willpower tests. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it was appropriate given kind of
Yeah,
what
yeah.
happened to us.
I've got fairly good willpower. I'll be alright this campaign. Nope. Minus 30 to everything.
Yeah.
Nope.
Not
Standard.
everything's easy. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Not all the drugs are that hard.
Yeah. Well, you just sold me the worst ones straight away. I'm onto you.
Oh, well, one of them's pretty bad. The other one doesn't have quite the effects.
We'll see. We'll see.
I think.
But
they're
which
all
is which?
wonderful.
Yeah, which
Right.
is which? You might, yeah. Which is the mild one, because I don't consider being attracted to other men a mild symptom. Oh,
So-
lols.
I really like the drug aspect. I think.
I think it's something
fun.
you don't see. Yeah, it's something you
Yeah.
don't see in games quite as much. I think.
Yeah, it's really
Well,
nice.
Seemed logical to the setting. So,
Yep.
and well, you've only really been in town, and that's where all the drugs are. So who knows what will happen when you properly go into the jungle, which will happen at some point, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Just not now yet.
At some point, I gotta try and eat some of those glowing rocks. So
I know. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm wondering
Yeah,
if the
the-
jungle's actually safer. I'm not sure now.
It
That's
be.
the point where you should be indeed.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
that was safer. I don't know.
I'm there with you on that. I feel like getting eaten by lizards is probably slightly safer.
So next time we will probably see you going to this pickup, maybe some arena the pit fighting with the ogre, and we got a steamboat job maybe. Who knows?
Yeah,
Things to do.
lots of stuff.
Nothing
Lots
like
of
a
stuff.
nothing like a PT boat in the in the jungle.
Yeah,
I've seen this movie.
it's all very safe. Don't worry.
A little CCR playing in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much for stopping by, ladies and gentlemen. You've all been magical. We'll see you next Tuesday, and we'll see you next Friday.
Aloha.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.